is your beef? Why do you have such a... What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome, 8 viewers. Hey, welcome.
Hey.
Listen, I have a platform open to everyone. The Scooby-Doo crew is welcome on my channel as well. But I am not defending shit either. I've had associates that say stupid shit all the time, and I'm not defending. Your problems are not my problems.
I'm just in the back of the mystery machine getting high.
I'm not talking about you, Eddie. I'm not talking about you.
You did highlight me when you said that, though. So to be fair, I haven't been involved in any of it, even though I do consider myself part of that team. I haven't been part of any of that.
I think
I figured it out. It's Old Man Withers. He runs the amusement park. Pull your mask off, Eddie. You got it.
Well, listen, smash the like button because there's nothing else going on here right now.
Nothing.
All you Scooby-Doo crew watching, getting clapped back, just stay here on MME where you're welcome, and he's welcome too, and everyone's welcome here. Just behave. Just don't bring your drama here. And I'm not, whoa. Hello, RJ. Hey, man, keep your head up. Just, good. Have some fun. You should come on. I got some great topics.
Just remember.
RJ, come on.
Trees fall in the forest. It doesn't ruin your day. Okay?
Anthony Beltree. Lord J. Sannies, is there a Discord to know when the show's about to start?
Well, you can click that bell for notifications.
I don't think that would help based on.
He does have a Discord, but it's not very active.
Basically, that's all it does is post YouTube video, like when people put videos up.
Zebra Vet, hey Ryan, what's up?
What up?
Super Jeff, good gamer. Yeah, see, this is the problem. All my viewers are watching that other thing going on. Well, that's fine. He gets his views.
You know what?
He gets his views.
Well, it's if you're being negative towards other people who are on YouTube, it tends to get a little more clicks than
you're either with me or
trying to stay positive.
Who's
Jinkies.
Yeah, if you're here, say hi on the chat.
I had my stream earlier today, Max.
Yeah. What's that?
I had Roosevelt on my stream today.
Oh, that's great. Galaxy Comic Nerd. I think he wants to be called by now.
Yeah.
Now this is rumors, but I think it just makes sense. I mean, it's not confirmed.
Not right now. I don't think it makes sense now.
Yeah. I have Scooby snacks on MME. So
Scooby all right, snacks. Bro.
Scrappy, seriously? Like,
Yeah.
what you doing,
Bradley?
Yeah, it's time to party. You already know.
Eddie, you put that avatar and I got Max's dog barking because of that.
What's up, everyone?
Yo.
Let me at him.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't James Gunn into Scooby-Doo or something?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did make Scooby-Doo.
He wrote Scooby-Doo.
I do have. Yeah. I think. Hey, Austin. Hey.
Oh, Scooby-Doo gang member right there.
Hey, RJ. We have some great topics tonight.
Yo, what's up?
You stay for the stream. I have lots of Scooby snacks. I got dogs over here.
Oh, cool, nice. I'll get the wallpaper ready.
I have Scooby's. Oh.
Oh wow.
Scooby-Doo.
Where are you?
He just like I said, I'm not. Yeah, I'm just. I come in peace. I'm not here for.
Where's the Scooby? If somebody put up.
I will say one good thumbnail I thought of. That it's free for use. If any in the Scooby gang want to do it, because I heard you're doing a show next week. If you want to have the Scooby-Doo crew catch the criminal and have them in chains, and then take off the mask and have Mikey Sutton, I think that's fair game.
That would be pretty funny.
I did that thumbnail before with Jarbo, so I mean,
that would be pretty funny. Like if the Scooby-Doo crew, we're there for you meddling kids, and you take off the mask and it's Mikey there. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, I like Mikey. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm not here for like any.
That's
drama
true. That's
true.
Yeah, let's talk about movies.
I was just gonna say one thing though. It just again, I am friends with who I choose to be friends with. If people have a problem with that, then your problem is not my problem, right?
Yeah,
so it is what it is.
I'm fair enough. My problems are your problem. I mean, what? I said that backwards. Your problems aren't my problem either. Yes, thank you. I agree.
That's what I said. I'm just in the back of the mystery machine eating brownies.
Brian doesn't have any of your goddamn problems. He's like, get them.
Bro, I'll smoke with anybody. I mean, I'll mess with anybody. I don't care. We're cool. We'll have a good time.
I mean, like I said, I wish it would not get other people involved in it, but it is what it is.
This is what Matt Reeves should do,
the sand have been drawn. I can't change anything about that. It is what it is. But
this is what Matt Reeves should do in this next movie. Put Scooby-Doo in it.
Here's the main topip. It is a rumor.
You gotta Scooby-Doo that shit.
But I think it makes a lot of sense.
I don't think so.
It's Aaron. God damn it!
I want to hear your opinion.
No. Aaron's gonna shoot holes in it before you even get to the article.
Before I even can. Can you learn a little bit from Robert Meyer Burnett, Aaron? Like as soon as I bring up a topic, Robert Meyer Burnett lets John Campea speak for. Not that I'm an a-hole like Campea. But before I even could get the words out of my mouth, Aaron's like, no, not going to happen. Debunked. Nope. And I'm like, wait a second. I didn't even say it yet. Okay. Listen, when you work for a studio, she already has a great relationship with WB. She's going to be Furiosa. I think it's time for them to move on. I do think it's plausible. I think you could definitely see maybe not a Harley Quinn, but not spoilers into the Batman, but Harleen Quinzel with either a Batman sequel or the Arkham series, and when she's more of a psychologist than not, I definitely could see that, and definitely she is a rising star. She's getting a lot of roles.
She's not a rising star. She's a star right now.
Yeah, she is a star. She's
she's on the cusp of being a star though.
Well, she's getting a lot
waiting for like the big blockbuster movie.
Max, I'll tell you my reason from Matt Reeves' interview came out yesterday. The Joker is not the Joker yet. This is a pre of the Joker. She wouldn't work right now. But if she's change her origin, if she's already an inmate in Arkham, maybe make her like a Bonnie and Clyde situation with Joker. Joker is Bonnie, or no, Joker. Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde situation. Have like that, so they both evolve into the character. The guy who eventually becomes Joker, and she eventually becomes Harley Quinn. Make it like that. Don't make her a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
I want to see that angle. I want to see that first.
I just don't think it works. To speak to Marcus Cruz's comment, though, actually, Colin Farrell was actually talking about Poison Ivy during the press junket. Said he was talking to Matt Reeves about an actor.
Not Kristen Stewart, please. No.
Jesse Buckley. They're looking at, like you say, they want Poison Ivy. I was talking to Matt Reeves. Would you get Jesse Buckley? She's an actress who's in a movie or a show called The Lost Daughter.
I don't know. I'll have to check that out.
Not Kristen Stewart. I know who she is.
Well, Marcus, I'm sorry. Kristen Stewart, whether you like her or not, she is not as relevant as she once was.
I'm sorry, but Kristen Stewart, I can't see her as Poison Ivy.
I can't either, and I don't think she's a bad actress. Like people want to say thing Robert Pattinson with like Twilight. Like no, look at her other stuff. She's a lot better now.
I think she's okay. I think she's gotten better over the years.
She's
not great. Yes. She's not great, but she's gotten better.
Well, let's go around the panel based on do you want to see Harleen Quinzel in this version of the Batman or the supplemental the series Arkham? I think is another good fit for her. And then what's your thoughts on this rumor that Anya Taylor-Joy is being considered? Brian, what are your thoughts on there? Do you want to see Or would you rather just be Harley Quinn? I want to see a really fleshed out before she turns.
I would love to see a better origin story than the one we got in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
I think you have to change that around.
Anything that would be better. I was not a fan. I am not a fan of that movie at all. So I'm not even really that big a fan of Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn either. I don't know. There was better takes on the character. But yeah, no, I'll be excited to see another actress take on the role. It should be
not exciting. Listen, I'm no Margot Robbie hater. It's just that, just like people say, and Batfleck, I love Batfleck, but people say he's had his chance. It doesn't resonate with the general audience as much as other Batmen, even though I think that's the strongest. I think that's the thing people agree with the most on the Snyder films is the Ben Affleck Batman. But Margot Robbie, besides the first Suicide Squad movie, Birds of Prey, and the Suicide Squad, it's not been overly successful. I would like to get her another shot.
I would argue that Suicide Squad wasn't very successful either.
Yeah,
but maybe they did make money though.
No, the first Suicide Squad made a lot of money.
Yeah, but
Oscar winner
for the score or whatever, or costume design.
But lately, is a studio head? Well, maybe we'll go to RJ. If you're the studio head of WB, are you going to do another Margot Robbie led vehicle for Harley Quinn, or you can consider new talent? Not shade on Margot Robbie's version, but what do you think, RJ? You think
if you're doing the multiverse again, if you want to really capitalize that, why not do both?
Right.
You could do a Harley Quinn story with Poison Ivy in the DCEU, and you can do a early years like Dr. Harleen story that's like a through line in multiple movies in the Reeseverse. Because I don't think you should rush to Harley Quinn. Make it something that gets built up to over the course. of
make it a character that gets
because you have to build up
good
the Joker.
Treatment. You
have to build up the Joker because right now in the Matt Reeves universe, like Matt Reeves said, the Joker is not the Joker yet. They're building up to that, so you can't really work that with Harley Quinn right now. So you have to. That's what my idea is probably better. Make her already an inmate, and they break out and become a Bonnie and Clyde situation, causing mayhem in Gotham.
Okay,
that would just be. I could just see that now. It'd just be like a rip off of Natural Born Killers.
I think that's a good way.
Yeah, but
Aaron, if you're going to have multiple Harley Quinns too, why not? Why can't she have multiple? Have one as Harley Quinn already, and one
you could do that.
Denzel is more. It's more easier digestible to the audience. And also, yes, someone in the chat before I even went live said I thought you were talking about Lady Gaga. But that's for
the Joker too.
Yes, so I want more. I want more Harley. There's plenty. Let's. I want it all.
Is there such a thing though as too much Harley Quinn though?
Yes.
No,
like overexposure.
Yes.
Not if it's not executed. No, if it's executed well, there's none. I don't think. Look how much.
I'd argue it hasn't been executed well. Is what I'm trying to say.
DL, but you're next anyway. You're next anyway. But look how much Batman we get. If it's executed well, there's the market for it.
Yeah.
So DL, what's your thoughts on this potential for her being in the Matt Reeves universe, her being potentially in Arkham Asylum series? What do you think? And the actress.
I have a lot of thoughts.
Good. That's what I asked. Yeah.
So, but to address the other stuff you brought up about her being in like Joker 2 and stuff like that. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the Joker anyway, but I don't feel it's necessary to bring Harley into Joker 2. But we'll see how it goes. Lady Gaga, I don't know, but. That was the one of the few things that frustrated me with the Batman. They couldn't help themselves to tease Joker like already. Like, can't we focus on other villains? Why are you teasing Joker so soon? So this whole money, yeah, obviously. Except people forget Batman has the greatest rogues gallery in comic books, and you just keep going back to the same thing over and over again. But
the biggest box office for Batman usually has Joker.
They're actually giving Joker an actual story in this universe, though, like how he becomes a Joker.
I mean, that's fine, but it's like you can still take your time with that. I think DL,
I think it's because they're building up to something kind of like a Spider-Man situation, like No Way Home. Not the multiverse thing, but we have multiple villains. I think they're building something up to that. That's why.
I guess. Anya Taylor-Joy. I like Anya Taylor-Joy. But I don't know if I've seen enough of her to be like, do I think she'll be a good Harley Quinzel / Harley Quinn? I don't know. The most we can go off of is M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable trilogy, Split trilogy, and New Mutants. And I mean, she was a standout, but I don't instantly look at her and be like, oh yeah, definitely I can see her as Harley. I don't feel like her personality fits. But I don't know. I could be wrong. You know, if she is being considered, I'm open to seeing what she does with the role. But you know, I don't know if I'm fully like, yeah, I could see her.
She's already in the WB stable. She's young, she's popular, and definitely
she's Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. But okay, that's great that she's popular, but I want someone who fits best with the role. So, you know, if they do choose her, I hope she's best. I hope she's chosen because Matt Reeves, you know, sees like the potential in the character, not just because she's popular. You know?
I haven't heard that rumor as Black Cat. I
heard of it.
Now I see that even less. I don't see her as Black Cat at all.
Well, honestly, regardless if the rumor's true or not, I think she is one of the names for any franchise you consider Anya Taylor-Joy, I think. But what's your thoughts, Eddie, on this?
In the terms of her being Harley Quinn, look, I think since it's already established that it's a different, you know, continuity of different Earths. I mean, yeah, it is possible to introduce Harley Quinn. Her as Harley Quinn, I've seen her in some good stuff, like and I have to research it too, because I know she's been in lots of stuff. I like her acting. It's not just New Mutants, and she was in the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. That was a good show. She was in Last Night in Soho. If anyone watched that movie, that was good. I'm pretty sure she played like a serial killer, I guess.
Ooh, that's a nice casting. I want him for the Punisher, but
she was in that show Atlantis, really?
Emma, she was in that movie, I think. No, she's been in some good stuff. She has range as an actress. I think her as Harley Quinn, I kind of don't see it, despite I know her acting ability is you know, up there. It just I don't know. I probably had to see how she would look, and obviously like an actual performance, like to predetermine if she's going to be good or not. But I know she, like I said, she is a good actress. I will say that. It's undetermined right now for me.
Harley Quinn is a hard character to play, like a very hard.
Yeah, I agree.
To play. Like that's,
yeah.
Hans wants to know who this is.
No, I don't think. Yeah. So who's Shaggy? RJ.
He's not here, but it would be Austin. I mean, it's been confirmed tonight that Caden is Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
Caden is Scooby-Doo.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was confirmed tonight. Caden is Scooby-Doo. So Caden is Scooby and Austin is Shaggy. I think Fred would probably be Jimbo because he is kind of like the basic white guy of the group. The other two, I don't know. I don't know who I would be, but
was Eddie Scrappy?
Oh yeah, Eddie's Scrappy.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess Eddie can be Scrappy.
Eddie is Scrappy.
I don't think Eddie's associated with the Scooby Gang though.
No, I differ. I think he deserves to be in the Scooby-Doo crew. I've seen evidence.
See the look on his face. He wants in so bad.
If he was, he is Scrappy. He is Scrappy. If
you want to be part of the Scooby Gang, you're not trying hard enough, apparently.
No, I'll say it is.
Velma.
I'll say it is.
I was told that repeatedly. I was told Velma repeatedly, so I guess I can deal with that.
So who's the Daphne?
I guess it had to be Saggy Melons, but I don't know. She's not really part of the Scooby Gang either. She's the only redhead we know.
Okay. Bradley C. Woke. You say this about everything, Anthony.
Yeah, everything's woke to you.
All right. Well, let's actually read the article. See, it is written by Edwin and Mikey.
I'm sorry, Hans. Hans is a redhead too. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
I had no idea you were a redhead, Hans. Explain.
Hans got on camera before. You not see?
Don't worry, he has a fiery temper.
Yeah, he did it for someone's birthday. He got on camera and stripped. It was really fun.
Okay. I didn't need to know that.
Okay.
Who's
Well, he didn't
Scooby
strip.
Dumb? I don't know who that is. Who's Scooby Dumb?
Scooby Dumb?
I don't know. All right. Well, let's read it. Let's do some next level movie talk shit and read some articles. Anya Taylor-Joy in talks for Harley Quinn in the Batman.
Oh,
franchise.
my favorite website. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh man,
she looks good in that picture.
Hey, it's fun to talk about. I'm not saying
can we do the journalistic thing where we have 3 different sources, please? Like, can we do this right?
No, there were other sites that were covering this.
There was also, I think it was also Giant Freaking Robot.
Yeah, well, that's not legit either.
Okay, is Joe Blow covering it? Because I won't believe anything unless it's Joe Blow.
All right. True. This might be too
Sorry,
early.
I'm being a smart ass. My apologies.
I mean, Joe Blow has their own YouTube channel.
As we really haven't established who. Oh, and I have another topic too besides an article, because I think even though they're having success with the Batman, I think WB is still fucking up, and I'll tell you why. So remind me of that, and I used the F word. We really haven't established who Robin will be. After all, it's a tale that everyone could be can't be rushed. Anya Taylor-Joy could be the Harley Quinn of Reeves Pocket Universe. Even though Anya Taylor-Joy won't be in the DCEU, she's still following Margot Robbie. That's a very large shoe to fill. Robbie, okay, where is this? Come on. And just saying that she could be. There's no.
God, son of a.
The title's misleading.
Versatile actress with roles like the Queen's Gambit, New Mutants. Okay. Moreover, okay. Let me see here.
That's the keyword.
There's no. I don't even see anything that says source. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
No, because your source is GFP. Yeah.
Well, we just clickbait the people.
Well, has a distinct look. Anya Taylor-Joy's Quinn is not final at this time, depending on how successful the Batman turns out. I don't see anything.
This is for the Arkham series, right?
Nice.
We just clickbaited the people. Great.
Well, there's your ad revenue, guys. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Well, 20 people on this, I don't see anything that even says a source is saying this.
Wow.
All right.
As cool. John Capia says, check your source.
Well, it's
the guy who leaks stuff. The Spider-Man No Way Home stuff.
Okay, okay. Here. All right. Sorry, everyone. If this links to Giant Freaking Robot,
it does. I clicked on it before,
but they're actually sourcing someone else's article.
Scoopers are scooping other scoopers.
All right, goodness. Give me a shot here. Give me a shot.
Go click on it.
I am not. I like Geekosity articles. I'm not Geekosity.
I'm just trying really hard right now, buddy. Just trying really hard.
Brian's having an aneurysm.
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo gang is doing their best at being silent right now.
I'm being very polite, I would say.
Yes. All right. So here's the port where there's something. It's been reported. Okay. So I'm gonna do the due diligence. I'm gonna click this link. If it is Giant Freaking Robot, Anya Taylor-Joy is apparently in talks to be the new Harley Quinn for Matt Reeves' The Batman franchise. It's been reported that they've begun discussions.
It is Jeffrey.
I don't know. Could Zendaya be an MCU superhero in a future Spider-Man?
Who do you blame though? Do you blame Mikey Sutton or do you blame the original article on this? Because I'm going to tell you what.
Because they're collaborating together.
You know what? You know who I blame?
Robot.
You know who I blame? The fool who clicked on it. Thanks, Max. No.
Yeah, Max. What the hell is your problem?
It makes sense though. It does make sense.
Just admit you're biased.
I'm biased. I'm not biased. I don't care. I don't care if I want them to be right on this one. Honestly, I think she'd be a perfect cast for it, and I want to see someone else tackle Harley Quinn. But I don't have I don't care if they're wrong. I don't care if I want them to be right on certain things for sure.
Does this have Amy Schuber's Harley Quinn?
So
I'm just joking.
Come on, don't say that again, Aaron.
I can't. Boo!
Well, that is the game. If you, I am not 100% biased. I am not.
Okay, 98%. Okay, so 2%.
No.
2% goes to the
don't-
Joe Blow
I
articles we
don't
had
care.
last night.
I get articles so I can talk about shit. I
No,
don't.
I
Max, would you like
understand.
help doing your research? I can help you put together articles.
So what
if
you're
you need
saying
help.
is
No.
that scooper articles drive the narratives of what we talk about on a nightly basis?
I like.
Oh, yeah,
talking
but
about
this
real-
is what I
Brian,
just found
Brian,
out.
are you trying to get a ride in the mystery machine, man?
Do you
Ah,
see-
dude, I told
do
you,
you-
I'm in
do
the
you-
back of the mystery
do you-
machine
do
eating
you-
brownies. I'm already
do you
stoned.
see
dude. I'm
my-
having a good time.
Do you see my intro? I love this shit. I'm not gonna get
Hey,
sad
Max.
if Anna Taylor-Joy doesn't get Harley Quinn. It makes total sense to me. She is in the WB stable of actors and actresses. But yes, is that fair to do? Is it a bullshit thing to do to source giant freaking robot?
I have a source. I have
pushed
something to
off,
break.
they pushed off the blame. They did the game. They pushed it off with the link. It's been reported, and without saying giant freaking robot, you have to click it to find out who reported that. There you go. So
Giant
they-
freaking robot just reported an hour ago that Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to be replacing Kira.
See?
Snuffleupagus. I don't get that. Snuffleupagus.
It's a Snuffleupagus article. Remember
The source.
Snuffleupagus?
Yeah, so Cara Dune's getting
No,
replaced.
Snuffy.
Yeah.
Cara Dune's getting replaced. So we're gonna have Cara Dune and
So
Kenobi, everybody.
let's play over under. Over.
Oh,
under
we're silly
50%.
John Campion's bit now.
Yeah,
I like that.
Anna Taylor-Joy may be considered for Harley Quinn if they are going to bring that character in. I think if they are going to bring her character in, I'd say 50-50. Even though a giant freaking robot made up the article.
Well, can we do trivia like the schmoes know after this stuff?
I'll go 30-70. I think it's 30% that she will be in these movies, 70% likely she won't be.
Okay, that's fair. Brian?
50-50.
Oh, wow.
That's better odds than I would give it.
Aaron?
Coin toss, man.
I'm not gonna say movie because it's all about the Reeves universe. I'm calling it Matt Reeves universe because it's a show. I'll say 45, 50, 45 not in it, 55. No, 45 in it, 55 not in it.
Okay.
Sorry.
DL?
I'm with RJ. 30%. That it may happen. 70%. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I do think Harley Quinn will happen eventually. Like I think that's gonna happen.
Scrappy Doo?
40-60.
Okay, all right. Now,
I mean, it's gonna happen. I think.
To get to my main topic, where even though I think the Batman is successful, I think the box office is doing great. I think they're making mistakes again because it's WB and there's too much time between these sequels. I'm talking Aquaman, I'm talking Wonder Woman, I'm talking all these movies. And it's not like the pandemic changed the game. Listen, there's the Batman 2. They need to get on that shit right away. They need to get on that shit.
They will. I mean, you got to give it some time, though. I mean, that's just the
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Have you heard the breaking news, Andre?
What's that?
Anna Taylor-Joy is going to be Harley Quinn.
According to two sources that
fucking giant freaking robot.
thing. No.
Because they reported on that giant freaking robot.
It's better, Andre. It was Geekosity.
Whatever.
No,
dude.
that was the source, though. Was giant freaking robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're working
fine, I don't
together.
care.
Well, I mean, would you consider? Listen, if they are going to bring Harley Quinn into this universe, would you consider Anna Taylor-Joy? Definitely. Yes.
I think physically she looks the part, but I don't know if she can act the part in terms of like if that's really her kind of character to take on. You know what I mean? She might be like, oh, that's really cool, but that's not really for me. So I don't know. I mean, obviously she's hot and you can make her look any which way and you'll be like, yeah, that's fire. So I mean, yeah, why not?
No, Hans.
I kind of agree, to be honest.
Don't get it twisted.
You know what I mean?
A great movie
It's
comes
like-
out and you're resorting to shit talking WB already. No, regardless of the Snyderverse, WB has too far gaps between their sequels.
Yeah,
There's a reason
for every.
Wait, but
for
hold on,
everything.
Max. What
Okay.
I would counter that just a little bit, though. There's a reason that they said that they don't want to take at least more than 5 years to get a sequel out. But
Well, I
but in the
hope
meantime,
not.
they're working on two series: the Penguin series, which continues the story forward. Then you have the second show, which is the Arkham Asylum TV show, which I can't explain what that show is going to be without getting into spoilers for the movie. But if you saw the very end of the film, even though it's a prequel, you have an idea what that's going to be, what character it's going to involve. Right. So they're still doing stuff in that universe. It's not going to be a movie right away. They're going to They're going to spend a couple more years working on the movie. Right now, the focus on the 2 series.
That's good enough. That expands the franchise more, which is it gives us something to at least look forward.
Well, yeah, they're still making stuff. It's just not a sequel right away. The sequel is a bigger, elaborate thing. It's going to take a couple more years to get off the ground because they're going to have to write the script.
Now, if they do a series in between with the Arkham and they do the supplemental stuff, that'll be fine. But are they actually like? Here's the thing: they did it right with the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. They filmed that right after, and it released within a year. Right?
Well, that wouldn't even happen without the pandemic, because the pandemic kind of changed things to where he was allowed the time to write a show before that movie came out. So it was just kind of like, meanwhile with this, it was a pandemic while they were working on the movie and they were filming it. So it was kind of like different circumstances, because the Suicide Squad filmed right before the pandemic. Like they were out filming like literally right before it. So
I just don't.
I believe the word you were looking for there was the Suicide Squad caused the pandemic, right?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, we're blaming it for everything else, aren't we, these days? I mean, so
we could blame it.
It is the absolute source of all of our.
Well, of course, this James Gunn, he burned my crops, he destroyed our water supply, and he left to plague into our houses. But
yes.
Wow.
And by the way, Mac, it is a Snuffleupagus article. That means it's imaginary until it's not.
They gave props to Giant Freaking Robot without saying it.
Props to Giant Freaking Robot, man. Yeah. Love Giant Freaking Robot.
Well, I love giant robots too. Gundam.
Enoch,
the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant. Yeah.
Iron Giant. Pacific
robot film.
Pacific Rim.
Wouldn't she make a great Harleen Quinzel? I think it's very plausible.
You know who she looks more like? She looks more like Joker's new girlfriend.
Oh, Punchline?
Punchline. She looks way much more like Punchline.
I don't know who Punchline is.
She's a brand new character for like the last couple of years.
Yeah. And she's Joker's new girlfriend. After Harley broke up with him, she replaced him, and actually she looks a whole lot more like her.
Let's catch up with Nicotina, because I didn't watch your review yet on the Batman. I got to go back.
I haven't done one yet.
Oh, okay. That's why I haven't watched.
No, I tweeted out.
Why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, that's why.
That makes sense.
I tweeted out ad for this Monday show. This one we're going to talk about it because by tomorrow Ryan would have seen it, and also Neil, who's a regular on the show.
Wait, Ryan's actually going to watch it?
Well, yeah. His son invited him to go see it. His son.
I knew it. I freaking knew his son was going to force him to watch it early. I freaking knew it.
He was all talking about how he wasn't going to watch it last time.
He said, "I'm going to wait till that HBO Max." Nope. Well, you know what? That's a great father. If your son.
It's all good. I'm not going to talk shit because I said the same thing today on Twitter.
taking one for the team.
Yeah. So I mean, I watched it. I thought it was a really good movie. I mean, obviously, it's a year 2 Batman, so there are some things that he still has to, I guess, learn how to do. Which
Bruce Wayne, especially, yeah.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, people were talking about how, he didn't capture that Bruce Wayne, that billionaire playboy. Well, I mean, this is not a spoiler or anything, but that's not where he's at with that character right now. Like the Bruce Wayne character is not where the movie is. That's not where he's at in his life. His life right now is Batman. That's front and center.
Nicotina. He says he's not afraid of dying, but he's afraid to live.
Basically.
Right. Yeah, that is a line in the movie. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that like he's not afraid of dying; he's afraid to live. I mean, because if he lives his life, that's more terrifying than going out every night and risking your life to try and make the city a better place and try and defend the city and defend those who may go through the same things that he went through as a child. So for him, that's easier to do than to take on life itself. But
But he's going to learn to do that
without getting.
Well, we had spoiler stuff already.
Well, Brian didn't see it yet, though, Aaron. Brian didn't see it.
It's okay. It's going to be a while before I do anyway, so don't worry about
it.
It's hard to spoil the movie anyway. To be fair,
the other thing that's amazing about this film is how the revelations that he comes to, that he has to do more than just vengeance, and he has to give hope to people, and how actually his vengeance is inspiring.
He joins the Red Cross.
Well, no, but speaking to that though, that's something I loved at the very end. At the very end of the film, it's an aspect that I said this repeatedly. I'll just say it again because I'm a parrot. I just repeat things. But no, so that's just one of the things I really liked about the movies, that it showcased an aspect that like Darwin Cook introduced in some of his comics and did something that's been around for a while, so that's never really been fleshed out in like a movie the way this was. That Batman, while he strikes fear into the hearts of criminals, he also gives hope to the good people of Gotham, that Gotham is still savable, that there's still something to live on and carry on for, that there's a reason to keep fighting to make Gotham a better place.
Yeah, and I have a prediction I think the sequel is going to be brutal on him, because the way that they got, the Riddler, and now since Brian's okay with it, it's not like I think everyone kind of knows about. I'm sorry, Brian.
Just say Barry Keoghan.
I think
I'm honestly, if it makes you feel any better, I'm just reading Twitter. So go ahead.
Okay.
Brian,
spoiler warning. The Joker alluded to, and that's the thing.
I'm not even paying attention.
That's what I wasn't. That's the character I wasn't sold on to begin with. But thinking about, but let me finish my thought here. But thinking about how this is year 2 Batman, and
H parts.
And Bruce was saying, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. And this is vengeance, and how he's inspiring people. And now I fear that a lot of the people that when he was in year 1 are in Arkham now, and making friends. Where obviously 2 of them
Thank
are.
you, H parts.
And it's going to be brutal once they collaborate and they get mad at him, and then he's going to try to be the Bruce and give hope. And it's going to be that much more difficult for him based on his actions. I
think the sequel is going to be great because it's going to show it's going to show Bruce Wayne in prison, and I think that'll be a great way for him to be able to meet up with, the Joker or or the Riddler or any other of Batman's villains, while serving time for vehicular manslaughter in
the first movie. People died. I mean, it was just
there was
the humanity.
There's supposed to do they just scene where Batman does meet up with the guy who eventually becomes a Joker in this movie?
Well, no, they talked about that. They said they're going to release that.
I know that. I'm being silly because we had a conversation the other night. Because look, I liked the movie. I don't have actually any negative things to say about the movie. I said my piece the other night, and I really don't have any negative things to say about the movie because I liked it. I didn't love it. There was something weird, and I still can't really put my finger on it. The movie was just strange for me, and I liked I've gone through the whole thing. I liked the dark tone.
Please smash it. We got 34. It helps the show. Go ahead,
I liked the moodiness. I didn't really care for him as Bruce Wayne so much, but I hear what Andre is saying, and that's true. So I can't argue with that. It's just I love Catwoman. I love Commissioner Gordon. I love the dynamic between Batman and Commissioner Gordon, or he's not Commissioner Gordon, obviously, but
he's Lieutenant. I think.
Yeah, Lieutenant Gordon. But I loved that. So it's just, I don't know. It's just weird for me. It's just one of those movies that I enjoyed, but it's not it's the first time I haven't been really giddy about a Batman movie in a while. It's kind of there, and it has nothing to do with the Snyderverse. Has nothing to do with anything else. I got the toys. I'm invested. I actually bought the Bat Cycle because I have the older motorcycle.
No, I
got the Bat
again.
Cycle.
I was disappointed there wasn't a great Batmobile cycle scene.
He just kind of used that to kind of get around.
But he killed all those people with the Batmobile. Can we agree on that?
A lot of innocent people who were just driving home from work fucking died horrible death.
That's what I'm saying. That guy in that truck.
Okay,
dude,
I recreated this. I recreated this the other.
I never thought of
like Tommy Boy right now.
Right. So there's there's this dude. There's this dude. He's just driving.
Wasn't that the Penguin though?
That's what I'm saying. The destruction was caused by the Penguin.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
But he had a hand in it. I mean, come on.
Because here's what happened. Here's the truck driver.
If you're in a shootout,
all the other cars and stuff like that. Here comes Penguin, and he's swerving in and out, and blah blah blah. He's swerving in and out. He gets in front of the truck, right? And he's way up here in front of the truck. And then here comes Batman, and since I don't have a Batmobile,
you're going to give me an ID claim with this.
I'm going to use Starsky and Hutch instead. And so there's Penguin like way up here in front of the truck, right? He's way up here in front of the truck, completely cleared the truck. All these cars are back here swerving and crashing and stuff because Batman's nailing into him and slamming into him like it's derby something. And he's like boom, 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 boom. knocking into people who like literally don't need to be knocked into, but he's like swerving all over the place. He's banging into stuff and people are banging into him. And then all of a sudden he like starts coming over here and he's like messing with the truck, and the truck like jackknifes and does this whole thing. And then Batman comes in, like just as Batman's flying through, boom! Optimus Prime dies, and that truck driver had not a second
I don't know.
to get out of the cab.
I want to get Andre's opinion on that. I didn't. Oh, go ahead.
I will just reiterate though. Matt Reeves said that the destruction of that scene was caused by the Penguin alone. Batman did not kill anyone in this film.
I think
that's what he said repeatedly. That's what the director said.
At least in BVS, when cars were killing people, they were bad guys. In this one, they were just innocent people. I'm just saying. Andre, thank you. Thank you, Andre. Andre, you got it right there, people died in this movie. Innocent people, I guess they died when Doomsday was breaking buildings and shit. And, but on the freeway, I mean, at least that car chase was on an abandoned or closed down a nighttime on a dock. You know what I mean? So you don't have, pedestrians walking around or driving home from work and just getting destroyed. But I mean, the thing is that like the car chase scene was really cool. And like, I enjoyed that scene. I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. At the same time, it was kind of like, once he got the Penguin and he was interrogating him with Commissioner Gordon, I was kind of like, okay, so that car chase scene was kind of pointless. Like all he had to do was just get him and then go to
Batman. Think about
this.
It was a cool scene, I get it. Batman has a no-kill rule, and listen, I'm not here to change anybody's mind, and I'm not really here to convince you that Batman killed innocent civilians. No. But the police themselves will stop a police chase and will not go 100 miles per hour in the opposite direction of traffic during drive time, risking that. And
that's why Batman's cooler, because he will.
No.
he doesn't give a shit. He's
I'm
like,
sorry.
I'm above the law.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not trying to argue with anybody about it.
Yeah, thank you, Degrassi. It's a movie.
Exactly. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's
of course,
just something.
we didn't kill anyone though.
Well, let's be realistic.
It's just something.
When you're in a car chase,
I just wanted to come in real quick and say that as much as I adore RJ, he's full of shit.
Well, that's true.
Batman killed those people.
I would say that he had a hand in killing those people. He was an accessory.
That's what I was
saying.
saying.
Better yet, let me rephrase that. RJ's not full of shit. RJ's just going off with the director. Matt Reeves is full of shit because
it was not
everyone knows in the real world the cops. They literally, when they're in pursuits like that, if they get on the freeway and it starts to get dangerous, they got to pull back. That's the rule. So nobody dies.
Thank you,
Batman didn't pull back.
Yeah,
Batman, he doesn't pull back.
Truck the best as
he doesn't pull out.
Why is RJ in the truck? Why is RJ?
Well, I had several cameos in the movie.
Because RJ's honesty died in that truck.
Oh, I saw RJ in the movie. Listen, when Batman's putting on the wingsuit real quick and he jumps off the building, that one hand that tries to grab his ankle before he jumps, that's RJ. I saw him.
Yeah, like I said, I have several cameos in the movie.
I thought that was a trip though that he got up there and he gave a look.
Oh,
like,
Degrassi.
Oh, shit.
Is this a Ryan Kindle shout out? That you want to know what color people are?
Are we really going there? We really?
No, I'm not.
Degrassi, my man.
Can I just say really quick though? I know this isn't like about him, but can I just say that review was just really embarrassing.
I didn't watch the other.
I made like 2 videos of it. No, it was unnecessary. He did not have to interject any of that bullshit in the review in the first place.
Wait, who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Ryan Kendall.
Oh, DL doesn't know. That's why I know.
DL, you don't know?
You're probably better off, to be honest, dude.
Ryan Kindle, DL. Ryan Kindle from Geeks and Gamers, DL. He did a review in his car where he said that there are only a few good people in this movie and only 2 of them are white.
Yeah, he was upset there's too many good black people in the movie.
There's too many good people of color, basically.
No, not even people of color. He said there's too many good black people in this movie.
Well, he stopped short of calling Zoe Kravitz black because he started to call her black and then he realized, well, she's not like
fully.
See what you did, Degrassi. Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's cringy at best. At best, it's cringy. And then to hear
on Twitter,
and then to hear him the next day pull back on something awful that he said and then try to explain it and give context to it is even worse because when you do that makes things even worse when you say something awful
he's not the
and
only
horrible
one apparently
that is offensive. Yeah, that when you say something awful and horrible and offensive, it doesn't really matter like if you apologize if you're not really apologizing. You know?
Ryan Kindle
is a douche. Ryan Kennel is a douche.
Everyone's a douche on the internet. Let's
No, I
move
agree,
on.
but you know, it
Let's
sounds
talk-
like
can I give a
someone else
shout
could be
out to
involved in
Brian?
this,
Who
too.
looks
I
like
was
a
talking
Sith
about
Lord?
Ryan Kennel.
Why does Brian look like a Sith Lord
I
right
love
now?
this fucking sweater.
Brian,
man.
you
It's
just
so
It's a
nice.
great sweater.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, that's a great sweater, and you can believe that because I don't lie.
That's right.
I'm not a
Okay,
liar.
okay. All right. I know. I listen. Listen.
I'm complimenting my friend Max.
I know what you're doing.
I'm
Don't
complimenting
kinda-
my
yeah,
friend
yeah.
Max.
My drama ain't your drama. I support everyone. Let's move on to movie topics. I get it.
You support me?
Yes, I do support.
Would you
you.
support me? Would you support me if I told Brian that was an awful sweater and lied to him?
Oh my God!
Because I wouldn't do that.
Okay, let's just talk about movies. We're having a.
I'm pissing everybody off. Should I sing the Silly Crew song?
You're hurting Brian's feelings. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Brian.
How dare he, Brian?
Buddy, it's an amazing sweater.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take it off now.
It's an amazing sweater. I love that sweater.
I thought you said
I would not lie to you.
I thought you said
hey,
you weren't
and
gonna lie to him.
Brian, you know why I wouldn't lie to you? Brian, you know why I wouldn't lie to you? Because I'm a pastor.
Well, because you're my friend and I trust you.
Let's move on from this, please.
And that's
I got no reason to lie to you, buddy.
I know what
love
you're
you.
doing, Enosh. Let's move
Yeah,
on
it
to
sounds
movies.
like a certain argument with.
We're not doing that here.
Listen, Ryan Kennel. Ryan
we have a
Kennel.
nice group. We have a nice group of nine. Let's stop.
Ryan Kennel. Dude, settle down, Max. Settle down, dude.
We're talking about Anna Taylor-Joy.
No, settle down.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
You can apply it to someone else too.
I'm having fun here. I got the Scooby-Doo crew next to me.
I do want to talk. About Austin,
hey, Scooby-Doo crew.
Thank you.
Scooby-Doo crew. Can I ask you a question?
Sure. What's up?
Are you a little silly?
I guess.
So
I mean, you'd have to be silly to actually want to be here with the freaking Scooby-Doo page avatar.
I guess so. So should we change your name to the Silly Crew?
No, I think it's reserved for another group. Let's be
okay.
fair.
The silly crew.
I like that.
I see you pretending you got a scoop now.
Oh yeah, nostalgia critic.
Parody video right there.
Oh yeah, why did he look a little like the nostalgia critic? That was weird.
Why did the Goon Batman beat up in the beginning look like nostalgic critic? I don't know.
He looked a lot like Doug Walker. That was funny.
Doug Walker?
Yeah, he looked a little like Doug Walker there.
Where they're like, change the channel. Oh, never mind.
I thought he looked like Jesse from Breaking Bad, but with makeup on.
Did you watch Doug Walker's back in the day when the Dark Knight came out? He did those Joker stuff.
Thank you, H. Bartz. I appreciate the support. Why did the Goon Batman beat up the beginning? It looked like the nostalgia critic.
Is it true?
I don't know.
Is it true that kid I was afraid actually is gonna play Robin in Titans or that they?
No, one of the kids in the background. He was a background actor in the Batman, but he did go on to play Tim Drake in Titans.
He's the kid who have you seen the Batman yet, Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay, so the kid that they were trying to initiate and they tried to get to beat up that guy, he played Tim Drake in Titans. So confirmed the Batman exists in the Titans world.
So E. Glenn's Batman is Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Or maybe
there's no continuity. There's no continuity.
I mean, they're both British, right? They're both British actors.
Okay, so I'm confused. Who's the Batman in the Titans then?
This old ass guy, freaking.
Oh, so how could he be?
Hey, Brian, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's best not to mention Titans as since it's not a good show anyway. So
it's a fine show.
Shut up.
It's a great show. I'm just confused now.
Oh, is it?
Well, we got like 12 different Batmans running at the same time. I don't blame you.
Why not? Why not?
Well, I did have another. This is Screen Rant. Do we trust Screen Rant?
More than
Depends on who's talking.
Screen Rant.
Anna Taylor-Joy expects filming Mad Max Furiosa movie to change.
I forgot they were making this. To be honest,
me too.
I hope they do. I really.
Well, no, they are. They're going to start filming in Australia soon. It's going to be George Miller, and they cast Chris Hemsworth as the villain.
What? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they cast Chris Hemsworth as the villain.
Who is that?
Interesting.
I would actually like them to bring back Mel Gibson and do like to do.
Well, I love me some George Miller. He's not getting any younger though, you know.
Yeah.
So they got to hurry up and film stuff, you know.
Right,
but
right.
I loved Mad Max Fury Road. So
yeah, there were
more Mad Max.
There was a lot of problems on set with her and Hardy. I don't think Hardy. I don't think Hardy was
a long time to film. Like, it was
I actually think Hardy was the weakest link of that, and it shouldn't be in a Mad Max film. Like, Furiosa was much cooler, you know.
Yeah,
I like the movie though. I still just don't get all the Hardy love. I mean, he's fine.
I don't either, to be honest.
Well, here's her quote. I'm just so excited to play Furiosa in Harley Quinzel. I know what. I know that whatever person I will be at the end of it will be remarkably different from the person that I am now, and I'm excited for that kind of growth. That's an interesting comment from a person in the entertainment industry, that they think roles can change them. That's interesting. I think you can only really get that growth through challenging yourself intensely, and I can't imagine a better role, a better director, and a better story to do that. I'm really looking forward to it. She's ready to challenge herself, maybe even physically. That's a demanding role, you know? What do you think of that? That's an excellent quote. I really like it. I'm really looking forward to this project now. Brian, what do you think of that quote?
To be honest, I've only watched Fury Road one time, and I wasn't that big of a fan. But so this is a prequel to the.
What?
Well, yeah, it's going to tell
Mad
the
Max,
story of
Fury
like,
Road.
well, it's going to tell the story of like where Furiosa came from and the whole wives thing and all that. Yeah, like how Furiosa came to be in the employment of Morton. I think his name's Morton Joe.
Of the greatest action movie of all time.
I like the original three. I just didn't like Fury Road.
Max, I just uploaded a video to your Twitter group.
Okay.
If you want to play it, it's what I feel about every time I hear one of these people talk about their movies now. And how great they're going to be, and listen to directors talking about how awesome and nuanced their project is, and how much different it is than everybody else. Oh no, I think you will all appreciate this, given it's the fact that we just talked about Batman.
It's not going to get me acclaim, is it?
No, oh, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It's the most spectacular and well-written script that I've ever worked on. It just has great writing in it, and so therefore I think people really will get off on all those speeches and just dramatic stuff and Shakespearean stuff.
Shakespearean?
He said Shakespearean?
And for sentencing me to a life without the warmth of human comfort.
It's good.
I will blanket the city in endless winter.
Endless winter.
How much the Schwarzenegger going to get paid to say that? I want to know how much.
I don't know, man, but that's the T101. That's the T800.
That's why kids, you understand. It's all BS, and they're trying to sell you a movie.
It's all
pretty
BS.
much, yeah.
Go see the movie yourself.
You know what Arnold just did? He lied.
Yeah, it actually is a really good Mad Max video game. It came out like at least a few years ago. It's from Warner Brothers Games. I think Avalanche. It's quite good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. It's like got like Twisted Metal type vibes from the.
Yeah, it's open world. You can fight and stuff. It's pretty crazy, man. It got this open world sandbox vibe, and I think matter of fact, I think he uses Batman mechanics, the Batman video game fighting mechanics.
Well, since we kind of spoiled the let's talk about the Joker is my biggest concern about going forward. I wasn't sold on that. Wasn't sold. It's a small part of the film. It really has nothing. Besides it being in the film, it really doesn't really spoil the movie much either. It's just he's there. But what can we go around the panel? Our thoughts just on that. What you heard from him, what did you think, Enosh, of the?
I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, listen, I kind of chuckled to myself when it happened, just because. How did Batman Begins end? With a tease of the Joker, right?
Yeah.
And so this one ends with a tease of the Joker. And
and it's funny you bring that up actually, because he was talking about that, where he said he didn't want to like feel like it was like the lead in for like the next movie immediately, more like a promise of threats to come in the far future. That's kind of like the difference.
In the far future, you mean like when they make the next one?
No, because he said that he will not be in the direct sequel to this movie.
Oh, he'll be in the third one.
Yeah, but he also said Batman didn't kill those people on the freeway. So
Exactly, and Batman murdered them.
I do. Things can change, RJ, too, even though that's not.
No,
his
I know.
intention.
I know things can change.
So basically, we'll get a Joker in 15 years. Is what you're telling us?
Since we're talking about it,
I was also told that Ryan Kinnell is not a racist.
Let's talk RJ.
I will just tell you what has been going around for the longest time, and I'm not trying to scoop nothing. I'm out of the scoop game. I was telling you what's been floating around for a while.
You're not Resident Scooper?
The scoop game?
No. I'm not in
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, and I'm not in the
Scooby-Doo
game. But no,
Scooby-Doo.
Bust out the pooper scooper.
I see.
You could clap back and call them the Scooby-Doo gang. The Scooby-Doo.
You're welcome. I gave you 2 now.
That is funny. That is funny.
Scooby-Doo.
But no, what has been
said? By the way, I don't hate anybody. I'm not really messing with anybody.
Oh, I know.
It's just funny.
Just be careful.
When Scooby-Doo is an insult, ladies and gentlemen, when Scooby-Doo is an insult, I don't know what world we woke up in.
I don't know either, but I think it's funny. I like it.
Hey, wait a second. Can I ask a question real quick?
Well, no, RJ was going to give us
I know. I just want to ask one question, then RJ can have the whole floor.
RJ's going to give us thoughts on the Batman movie?
RJ, if you guys are the Scooby-Doo gang, if they pick other like Hanna-Barbera things to represent them, right? Does that mean we can have like the what were the wacky wild races where like wouldn't that be cool?
Dude, it'd be like a Hanna-Barbera universe. Like the Flintstones,
Space Laugh Olympics.
The Laugh Olympics.
Yeah, we could do it all, bro.
Oh my gosh, it'd be awesome.
Now Scooby Doobies. That's Brian. Scooby Doobies.
Scooby Doobies.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true, JR. I won't bring that up. But Young Rippa absolutely eviscerated Jody's corner. That was hilarious.
I heard about that, but I haven't seen it.
He did. He gutted him, dude.
I get all the pitches.
That's all he did, and he flexed from the moment Young Ripper went in there trying to have an adult conversation. All Jody did was talk about. I get dick wet with all this pussy. I got my own studio.
Chris, I don't want to get dogs, so I got to be careful
with the kids.
Cartman's corner. Cartman's corner. If you
be careful, Max.
He just flexed, man.
Cartman's corner. So now we got Scooby-Doo. We got Scooby-Doo. We got South Park references.
The only way that Cartman's corner is getting all the bitches is on the corner, paying for it.
No, man, I can't believe somebody's flexing. I can't believe somebody's flexing.
I'm telling you right now, Max, I've got so many jokes. I've got so many jokes right now that I just.
How you gonna flex over YouTube groupies? Honestly, how you gonna flex over paying for it in Vegas?
Oh shit, Chris, you're not supposed to say that. Don't say it on screen. Don't say it on screen. Uh-oh, Chris, you get a timeout, but not really.
Anyway,
you said it, not me. I don't know.
Yeah. I saw the stream. I used to be cool with the guy. You guys know I used to be really cool with him because my brother loved him. My brother thought the corner was so great.
Cartman's corner.
And the more I get to know, I got to know the corner, the more I realized he's full of shit and he only cares about himself. And I'm sorry, but if I had to get up and dance with a crew of motherfuckers of yes men I need to have around me every time somebody donated.
Oh yeah,
I'd feel like I was cringe as fuck, dude.
Hell yeah,
Anyway, back to Batman real quick. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'm just trying to save you.
This is all Enosh's fault tonight. He is derailing this whole stream. Look at this.
It is quite all right. I will take the diversion. We had fake news for our topic tonight.
Did you not see the
dance away,
stream?
Enosh?
Did you not see the Vegas stream where it's him and Vito and Andy Signore laying around with a bunch of strippers they paid to be there? I'm not making this up.
I just gotta.
What the heck was that, Enosh?
I just got a text.
I don't know. I can't twerk. Man. You want to help me out, bro? You want to help me out? You can help me twerk.
I don't know, man.
Like
that was
vibrating alarm clock.
I'm just like.
That's not a bad twerk. Well, I don't know what that is.
You know, back.
You get ready.
You can clip stuff on your. You have to
go. Okay, that's too much. That's too much. Oh my god!
All right, we're getting.
What is going on right now?
DL, can you get Enosh under control? Someone get Enosh under control.
Dude, I had to sit through 30 minutes of him eating a banana on the street.
Oh yeah, you were there. I remember that.
Unfortunately, so yeah, there's no control.
Okay, I'll try to get us back on topic. Okay,
Eddie, be the man of reason.
Back on topic.
So what I was told.
I gotta leave. I can go.
So here's what the information that was out there that I was told.
Okay.
Basically, what I was told was that the Gotham PD show, which this has basically been confirmed now, so it's not really a scoop per se. It kind of went from a Gotham Police Department TV show about like a cop trying to work in the corrupted system. It's been changed to where it's more so going to be an Arkham Asylum based TV show based on the very end of the movie. So the Arkham State Hospital, it's going to dive into the history of the Arkham Asylum. And what I was told was that it's going to focus on one singular villain, right? Kind of serves an origin story, kind of like Mindhunter, where the Gotham Police Department is going to investigate like these gruesome murders and who's connected to them. And it's going to take place during year 1, right? So logically, what I figured out was, what I'm under the presumption from what I was told, this is basically going to be a Joker television series for HBO Max. It is the Joker origin story. It is the story of Joker, why he's in the Arkham State hospital, and all that stuff. It's about the Gotham Police Department investigating the Joker.
What's wrong, DL? What's wrong?
He might be thinking what I'm thinking. I hate that idea.
Basically, you're getting a Arkham Asylum TV show featuring the Joker, and you're getting a Penguin series chronicling his rise to becoming Gotham's top gangster.
It's Arkham show.
What about Egghead or King Tut?
King Tut.
I haven't heard anything about those two.
I'm absolutely fine with an Arkham show. That'd be dope.
And if you had the Joker in there, let me ask you guys this.
But I'm sick of the Joker. I don't want an origin story for the Joker, man.
I want it all.
Well, that's kind of the question,
He's
though.
better without an origin story, man.
Well, here's the thing, right?
One.
Had they have done the Gotham Police Department show, I feel like it probably would have been too derivative of the Gotham show we got on Fox.
Yeah.
So if you make it an Arkham Asylum TV show, it's more about like the inmates of Arkham Asylum and kind of setting up the stage for like these potential future villains. It's more unique in that sense.
I swear to God, it'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant if some point somebody walks past a cell or whatever they're called, a room at Arkham, and Joaquin Phoenix is sitting in there. Because he was never the freaking Joker to begin with. He's literally being influenced by his insanity, drawing in.
But there was a different Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne in that movie, though.
Exactly, because he's still insane.
Oh, so you think he imagined that too?
He has delusions. That Joker has delusions.
All based on people out in the community.
Remember the Zazie Beetz' character? Remember, that's all delusions. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Zazie Beetz wasn't even real. That relationship wasn't even real. That's all it said. That was a great twist, by the way.
That wasn't real. How much the other movie was real? How much the rest?
Well, that's what it is. It makes you think. You can interpret everything.
That's one thing I did like about it, actually.
Yeah. Let me bring this up. But what do we think of this actor? I think he has it in him to do a great performance. I just didn't hear it there.
Well, remember, you have to remember he only had 2 scenes, and one of them got cut. And they only put in the final scene because it wraps up Riddler's arc. So you only saw him for like 2 minutes, right? You only saw him 2 minutes.
I only know him from Eternals. I'm gonna be honest.
He's a very good actor. He's been in movies with Colin Farrell before. He's done some indie work too. He's a really good actor. I mean, I here's the thing: I never judge any actor until I get to see their full performance because, again, you never know.
Exactly.
Nobody thought Heath Ledger was going to do a good job. Nobody thought Michael Keaton was going to do a good job.
I think he can do a good job. We have some context because we heard him. I just wasn't impressed from just hearing it. Maybe if I see him,
I want to see the other deleted scene. I want to see the other deleted scene because apparently he had like a much larger speaking role than that. But you have to remember, because I would just say this. Have you watched the interview where he talked about the Joker?
Yeah, I have.
No. I have to watch.
It just felt to me like a checked box. We got to check a certain box at the end of every Batman movie. Oh,
basically,
we better get
it was kind of a
thing out of the way.
I'll just kind of summarize the points. The main points was that this Joker is based on The Man Who Laughs, the silent film, The Man Who Laughs. It's also the idea is that this Joker never Silence of the Lambs too. This Joker never fell into a vat of acids. That's kind of like the other idea too. The idea is, what if somebody was just born with like this horrible facial disfigurement that gave him a permanent smile? That was like the almost kind of idea where you don't like. I wonder how he's born this way.
Well, we have to try to talk one at a time when there's a lot on here. But RJ, do you know why they deleted his scene?
They deleted the scene basically because it kind of just it didn't really fit in the beginning of the movie for what they were doing, because basically the scene was like Batman and like going to, because the Joker apparently was like the first real major threat he fought in this world. So he went to him and to try and get into the idea of, okay, do you know who this guy is? Can you get me into the mind of a serial killer kind of vibe where he's like investigating it? And he's just like, well, he's probably a lot like you. That was like, that again, I'm just going off the vague information I remember from a certain interview I read. But the idea was I didn't really fit in the context of like where that scene would have been, how they kept it in. The ending scene they had to keep in because that's the conclusion of Riddler's arc. Because that's how he concludes the story arc is by meeting the Joker. So you have to keep that one in. They are going to release it very soon, though. They promised that they're going to release it very soon, next couple of weeks, probably. So let's keep our eyes out for that.
Here's a little bit of talking about the Arkham series. This just came out. I really hope they do this. All right, let me see. This is the beginning of the world, and there are all these places we could go with these characters, the filmmaker explained. And with this cast that came and brought such vivid life to it, we're doing this Penguin Colin Farrell is like you've never seen in this movie. He's incredible. He's actually sort of a scene stealer because he's just so funny, so great. Along the way, we thought, oh, well, maybe we can do this as a series. And when I talked to HBO Max, this is actually what Matt was telling me the other day. I was like, where did you find this? Yeah, they adapted some other things he was doing potentially for the sequel. Now it's going to be a series. And then when I talked to HBO Max, I showed them Colin the movie and talked to them about what this could be. And they were like, let's do it. So we're doing this and we're doing another series that connects to Arkham. Just get it done. That's my concerns with Warner Brothers. Here. All these, we don't want this. We don't want, listen, I'm neutral, Tupac and Biggie. God damn, I don't want this going down again tonight.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that was the biggest takeaway I had from the movie. What makes me so excited is that I can tell they have like such a bright future for like this universe. Even like there's so many possibilities where they can go. I mean, they very, very, very much are probably they're like I listen. I will make the prediction right now. Like I'm 90% certain of this. You are more than likely getting Mr. Freeze in the sequel. Like they are like the ending of the film kind of sets it up to you to where I mean, look, your entire city gets flooded. What villain makes sense? You get either a water-based villain or a ice-based villain. I mean, it just logically makes sense with the direction they're going.
Sub-Zero. Oh.
Yeah, like a Sub-Zero Gotham kind of thing. Exactly.
No, we can have water and ice Pokemon come into the Batman universe.
And if it's fire, we can get Scorpion.
Killer Croc, he got in finally.
Well, yeah, no, that you joke, Enosh, but that's true too. You could bring it. Realistically, you could bring in a Killer Croc now. Like,
well, realistically, you could bring in any villain now
because there's water.
No, because
water in the city.
No, because
Aquaman. Come on, guys.
No, I'm being serious. Like,
anything is better than that Killer Croc from
No, I'm being serious. If Gotham's flooded, an ice-based villain and Killer Croc makes sense.
Okay, what if it's not flooded? RJ?
Hold on, wait. I got. Hold on. We got to come up with an origin story for every villain based on the fact that there's water in there. So, Poison Ivy. There's a bunch of algae. Poison Ivy.
I agree with RJ. It totally makes sense.
No, Killer Croc.
Give me a villain. Give me a villain. Give me a Batman villain.
No, that would be perfect.
The Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter. Okay,
listen, if you are
the Mad Hatter, his rabbit hole got drowned out.
If Catwoman came back, she couldn't go in the water. She'd be afraid of water. Catwoman would be afraid of water.
I'm just messing with RJ. It's just. Listen.
Well, I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is that it could be.
I'm totally on Team Resident Justice on this one, Enosh. Because now that we're talking spoilers, if you're going to do Mr. Freeze,
ooh, you're on a first name basis with him, Resident Justice,
and
no longer RJ.
And the whole city. And I'm sorry that RJ spoiled that for you, Brian. But the whole city's flooded.
It was in the trailer.
Okay. The first.
I didn't get that indication that was going to happen.
Let me finish. Yes, Mr. Freeze turned everything to ice would be amazing, and that would be killer. It would be so far as a missed opportunity if they're going to do Freeze in this series and they don't do it right now.
You know what I would also
hold on, wait. You don't think that the whole city's going to just stay flooded, do you?
Yeah, that's
no, it won't. No, it's not going to. No,
I'm just saying. Why is it because there's water in the city? Like, are we just like, well, it must be Mr. Freeze?
Plus, did you say
water world? The water world.
Oh, let me explain.
Kevin Costner shows up.
No, let me explain.
I think Batman's going to join the Peace Corps after that.
RJ, stop in.
If it's a major, if it's a major inciting incident, right? Because you have the whole city basically being flooded, and like it's a massive attack on the city, right? This major cataclysmic event. Realistically, you could theoretically set it up to where, let's say Victor Freeze is in his laboratory and he's trying to save Nora's life, and the flood happens. It causes the accident that creates him. You could do something like that. Or, for example, you could say, okay, there's this giant crocodile man with the skin condition that's enlarged into him and turned into a monster living in the sewers. A giant flooding incident happens, and it causes him to have to, like, you know, kind of come out of the sewers and interact more with the Gotham City because he's basically been ousted from his sewer home. I mean, there's ways you can make it work to where this turns into an inciting incident for multiple villains, though.
Hear me out. RJ,
there's a rat.
I need you to be my resident scooper.
He's in the sewer,
run with that.
right?
Yeah,
his ninja master watched him die.
What?
But he jumped up at the last minute and sliced off the attacker's ear or he sliced the attacker but the guy got him with a katana. Then all of a sudden he's in the sewers after the floods of Gotham. There's radioactive stuff down there that got flooded in from different projects and stuff around Gotham. All of a sudden,
we're going to call it ooze.
Yes, we can call it whatever you want to.
Batman versus Ninja Turtles. There you
then
go.
all of a sudden, these 4 turtles happen to get flushed down the toilet at Arkham. They end up in there. Then next thing you know, they get part of the ooze. Next thing you know, Batman versus Ninja Turtles. I love it.
I'd love the
money,
Batman
man.
Ninja Turtles movie. So
Print
you
the
know
money.
Give me more of that.
It better be the Dark Ninja Turtles. Don't give me the
RJ, I need to talk to you, bro. I need an exclusive scooper.
Well, like the rest of the movie, it'll just be in black and white, like the original Ninja Turtles.
That sounded like some beautiful bullshit. Like
Jimmy Killer Croc.
Well, no. Let me just say this though.
He's been watching too many streams from other people.
No, this is where the beautiful distinction comes in, though. I can be honest though and just say,
oh god,
this is speculation and not just.
Are you calling me a liar?
This is fact. This is gonna happen.
I'd never call you a liar. I wouldn't do that.
Oh my god!
Ventriloquist and Scarface. Ventriloquist and Scarface. The floods happen. A lot of the trees are going to die, so they have to cut down some of the trees because the trees are starting to get, fungus and stuff like that.
Poison Ivy gets pissed off with that.
Yeah, Poison Ivy gets pissed off with that. But one of the guys is Scarface. He actually cuts down a tree, builds a ventriloquist dummy, and then all of a sudden you got the ventriloquist and Scarface along with Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Part 3.
All right, so that box office.
King Shark is a shark.
The Batman box office.
Really? I thought he was a shrimp.
I have a lot to say about this, but
I got one more.
I'm trying to be very nice.
The city is flooded. All is lost. All of a sudden, a giant boat of biblical proportions floats into Gotham City.
What are you
and 2 of every animal jump off.
The doors swing wide open. Animals everywhere. It's crazy.
2 of every animal jump off the boat.
It's Bronze Tiger, man.
I don't.
Animals everywhere.
This
old dude gets out. This old dude gets out. It's like, what new world is this?
Somebody cut Enosh's
and he's got like 8 people with him. And then all of a sudden, Batman's
Yo,
like,
I thought I was obnoxious yesterday. Enosh is obnoxious as hell.
Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off.
I'm putting you in a timeout. Go Cartman corner.
You know what? You think that's funny? I got a friend who used to do these dramatic things. Like he created this really funny audio drama called Noah's Ark, the series by Michael Crichton.
I don't like what you're doing, bro.
What?
I'm gonna call you out because saying Mr. Freeze is not the equivalent to Noah in the Ark and all this other stuff.
What?
Yeah. Mr. Freeze is very plausible to be in this next movie.
So's King Shark.
We're gonna do the flood though.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should refrain from this topic because I could get very petty right now.
Don't get petty.
I get it, RJ. It's only cool when you win.
It's on pace to meet BVS.
I'm kidding.
Okay, I will just say this.
Yes.
I'm kidding on Enosh. Don't chill out. Okay.
Don't listen to Enosh anyway. He's a
liar. I will just say this.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm a liar. I lie about everything.
Oh my god. Let's talk about box office. It's a great.
I got a box office banger.
Saturday, though.
Are
they fudging the numbers?
Are they you want a box office banger?
No.
Here's a box office banger. Here's a box office banger
numbers?
for you.
Right?
Right?
I want to know.
So there's this wrestler, right? And he was in the hospital at the time of the floods. All of a sudden, the floods come rushing through the hospital.
Whoa,
Needles everywhere. Something sticks in the guy's neck. It's an experimental drug called
Venom,
Venom.
bro.
Max, you have the
All
power.
of a sudden, this dude's putting
Max,
on
you
on
have
his
the
mask.
power.
He's going out.
Get
he's
him out of
fighting.
here.
He's
Get
gonna
him
be the
outta here.
best ever. He's gonna be a villain.
No,
I mean, this guy goes from Rey Mysterio to the Big Show in like a blink of an eye.
the Batman box office.
The guy's just still talking, doesn't even realize he's fucking
All he knows is
he's gonna tell it story. He's gonna do storyboard. He's gonna draw it out like win, lose, or draw.
Enosh is unhinged tonight.
A young Harvey Dent.
Oh God.
Okay, now you have my attention.
Is it Donald Glover?
Well,
because he
no,
played a younger
actually,
Leonard
in all
Calrissian?
seriousness, so the movie, Gotham does need a new district attorney now. So technically, that's actually a possibility for the sequels.
My fan cast is Donald Glover.
Oh no, people are gonna be like,
well, let's talk
Why
about this
not?
box office.
Whoa, that's never gonna work, Brian.
McConaughey.
People are gonna be mad.
So yeah, I would just say this about the box office.
57 million Friday. God damn, it took me 5 minutes to just say that.
Young Harvey
57 million
Dent,
Friday.
a young district attorney named Harvey Dent was actually at the Gotham Square Garden. When all of a sudden,
David poisoned
when all of a sudden all the lights came down, before Batman could get everybody out and move the electricity thing, the electrical thing grazed across his face, and he was left to die on the side of the Gotham Square Garden, and nobody saw him while Batman was leading everybody out. Also, Batman made it worse because as Batman was walking out, he had that flare.
All right, I have to listen to the widow.
He had the flare, and he was walking by. He was like.
He's gonna put the paper back up.
Enosh is unhinged tonight. Yes, widow.
He's just having fun, busting balls, man.
It's entertainment. What are you talking about, man?
Fun.
Okay.
Hey, everybody's been busting everybody's Apple bags lately, so what the fuck? What the fuck? You know,
I don't,
have a good fucking
we gotta
time.
be serious now because RJ's
All right,
here, and
let's
we
talk-
need
I'm
another
just
thing
saying.
to talk about Batman.
I
We've
want
only had 300 since Tuesday.
I want to talk about I want to talk about the Batman box office. I think it's
No,
a great,
and I
great
just had something I wanted to say real quick.
Ooh, I got one more. We got one more. So the
Well, let
Gotham City
RJ
courthouse.
finish. Let
Gotham
us-
City courthouse is
Everyone, shut
absolutely
up.
flooded. It's absolutely flooded out. Everything's
Everyone
dead in there
needs to shut
except
the fuck
for
up.
that big boat that came swinging in and opened up, and all those animals came out. All the owls go to the courthouse.
The courthouse.
Batman 2, Court of Owls.
What the hell is going on?
Thank
I don't
you
know,
for
but that's funny.
thank you
That
for the
sound
donkey
effect was
noise,
very
Cindy.
apt.
Thank you.
I need.
Okay,
What the hell is that?
It's a donkey.
Yes. Oh.
there's
It's a
a
donkey.
pig. There's this pig, see, and it gains.
I need. I'm getting mad. I'm getting
Mercy.
mad. I want some movie talk here.
The pig goes to college, becomes a professor, and becomes Professor Pig.
What the hell?
What about Man Bat and his wife?
All right, RJ. What's your thoughts? I have because I
130 million.
We gotta hear when I'm asking someone to speak. I gotta hear their thoughts. RJ.
Okay.
RJ.
What I will say is this: it's been really fascinating watching this whole story come through because there's been what I would describe as a narrative from the Scooby-Doo gang, kind of in regards
You're
to
welcome.
The
Thank
pooper
you.
scoopers?
The pooper scoopers.
I totally gave you a callback now to get to
Yes,
like,
thank you.
back. You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Hey, it's Clapback Saturday, right?
Right. There's been a narrative going around that this movie would not open above $80 to $90 million. And they and to quote them, they basically said it would be lucky to even get to 100 million or slightly above that.
I have a question. Did they tell you to take it with a huge grain of salt?
It's all lies.
No,
It's
actually,
all lies.
Actually, no. They said that websites like Deadline and all the Hollywood trades are not factual. They said that
Because I know
don't
somebody else who
believe
would.
them.
Well, that's because I write all the trades and I'm a liar. So I would, of course, I would write it that
Doomcock.
they would make $120 million, whatever. Like I wrote that this movie made more than it was supposed to, and so you can't believe me. So
Yeah.
but although I do think Sideways is onto something. Batman 2, big portal opens up because the floods totally take out something. Cross
It's
the
a boom
stream.
tube.
All of a sudden,
Dude!
Mephisto comes out. It's the biggest crossover in DC Marvel history.
They did it first. They beat Marvel to the punch.
Finally, they got Mephisto first.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you.
Max is just like
Kelly's out there like, I like that Noah's Ark thing.
Well, you
Yeah,
well, no,
yeah.
it'll be the sequel to Noah with Russell Crowe.
But yeah,
so
no.
he'll be back.
Wait.
We'll get Emma Watson.
Noah 2. This time it's personal.
I did.
We're speculating Batman 2, man.
I did find the.
I think everyone smoked too much marijuana tonight.
I did find a quote about Matt Reeves from the Joker. Okay. The scene,
okay.
And I do want to read this because I do. The scene
Kavari? I haven't seen Kavari in a while. What's up, Kavari?
Yeah, the scene that was not in the movie, the scene that is really the companion to, which is actually a really cool scene that we will release at some point. So that's great. It's a scene where Batman. It's a scene where Batman is so unnerved because the Riddler is writing to him, and he's like, "Well, why is this guy writing to me?" And he figured he's got to profile this killer. He goes to see another killer that he's clearly had an experience with in these first 2 years. And the killer in this story is not yet the character that we come to know, right? So everybody's in their infancy. So in the comics, these characters often declare their alter egos in response to the fact that there's a Batman out there. And so here we have a Joker who's not yet the Joker. That is very intriguing. And I'm so happy that they are going to release this. I hope, listen, if Reeves has a put together cut, a 4-hour cut, I want to see that too. I don't necessarily just want to see a deleted scene either. But I mean, whatever he wants to do, I'm up for.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah. And just to get back to the box office thing for just a second, I just think it's really funny. And again, I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just that when for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months, you've had people saying that this movie's not going to make any money. It's not going to meet expectations. It's not going to do this or that. Very similar to another online group, the Fandom Menace, right? So you pull the same tactic of they're frauding up the numbers, or they're manipulating the Thursday night gross to kind of push your own narrative. Then all of a sudden, because remember, they chose to die on the hill of it's not going to make more than 80 to 90 million.
Yeah.
And now it's being proven to open way bigger than that, to possibly even as high as 150.
We're gonna get good. I'm gonna do movie math reaction tomorrow night.
But what could make those numbers bigger? I mean, what would that be, like fake numbers?
Well,
like
no,
bots?
Like what's going to most likely happen is that the Scooby-Doo gang will probably move the goalpost to, well, the second weekend's going to have a big drop-off, which is, again, another tactic of the Fandom Menace that I just want to clarify again, because the similarities are getting so striking at this point. It's really fascinating.
Well, I said this months ago, guys.
Listen, no, but
here.
Here. Hold on a second, everyone.
The similarities are just astounding.
No, there still has to be proven with second weekend box office.
No, of course, but I'm saying in terms of the opening weekend, they were wrong.
No, exactly.
Are we still saying that companies are buying tickets? Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a real thing still, yes.
The accounting, people don't understand how the industry works. The accounting alone, it's fraud. It is literally fraud. People would go to prison.
I think you could buy your own tickets and give them to your employees. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
Yeah, but it's still on the record books, though.
It's on the record books. You are committing fraud because you are trying to prop up something. When you're talking about investors and stuff like that,
it's inflating numbers.
You can't buy. You could pay for a couple of theaters to go, right? You could pay for that. But this idea that they're investing millions of dollars, millions of dollars. There's a difference between saying that they like, if they said it's going to open at 80 and what it opened at 120, right? So there's a difference between saying Warner Brothers sent a few hundred people or a couple thousand people even to theaters to go see the Batman for free, but they don't have to buy those because they would just reimburse the theaters for whatever that cost is, or rent out the theaters. They're not buying their own tickets for regular showings. And to say that there's a $40 million gap, that somehow Warner Brothers, or the same thing came up with Disney, man, talking about the Phantom Menace, same thing was with Disney. There's no way these Star Wars movies are making this much money.
Or there's no way Captain Marvel made this much money.
Right, yeah. It's bullcrap. Listen, I might not like Captain Marvel, but listen.
Hey, Max.
Listen.
Okay, Max.
I may not. Well, then you know what, Max? You need to leave. I'm sorry.
I've been wanting to leave for the last 30 minutes.
Listen, I know. No, I'm just messing with him. But listen, the thing really is the idea that a company is somehow in basically hiding $40 million worth of sales. You cannot do that.
Well, no, and that was the issue
legally.
I think it's like an SEC violation or something.
But it's Warner Brothers; they can do whatever they want to do. We know they're
and that was the issue.
Okay,
that was the
doing
issue
what they
too,
did
that
there
I-
and
that I
being
s-
able to get
yeah.
away with something like that is no. You cannot do that.
Well,
That's
no,
not
and
how
the,
it
and, the,
works.
and the issue I had too. This is me speaking personally, just for a second. The issue I have too is trying to say that they're fudging up the Thursday night numbers by combining Tuesday and Wednesday to create like massive box office positive headlines, which is simply not the
I mean,
case.
but I'm not trying to hate RJ, but that's exactly what they did.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Okay,
though.
listen. Let me give you an example. Because I remember you guys were children, but I remember in Batman Begins and Batman the other one, Batman Dark Knight. The Thursday was midnight.
Yeah, because they used to do.
It was
showings,
midnight.
Yes.
No, we didn't have 3:30 in the morning.
Not 3 in
we
the
didn't have
afternoon.
7 o'clock. We didn't have any of the shit. It was midnight because I remember going to midnight and watching these movies.
Yeah.
So
they've
it was
changed
midnight
to
movies. back then.
previews, Thursday previews, and now it's like Tuesday.
Thursday previews was
Wednesday.
just midnight. We had to wait until midnight so it could be Friday.
But what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
What I'm trying to say
Because
is
all these movies are doing early previews now, and now instead, listen, with Man of Steel, in Man of Steel,
claim they have a
in Man of
record-
Steel,
I'm not-
I didn't
I'm
have
not
to, I
hating
didn't
on
have
the
to go
movie.
see Man of Steel at midnight, which is technically Friday morning.
Well,
Okay,
didn't Man of
I
Steel-
went and saw
but
Man,
now-
I went
but
and saw Man of Steel Thursday night at 7
didn't Man
p.m.
of Steel also
They're
have like
count- they're
Walmart
counting
screenings,
like
too?
It did. I went to the Walmart
They're
screening at
counting
7
like
p.m. on Thursday.
They're counting like half the week for.
No,
how
what
many
I'm trying to
box
say,
office.
like if a movie like now it's different. Now, in the 2020s, they're doing Thursdays like early in the morning. They're doing 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and midnight. But back then, it was the Thursday movie.
But that's
was
not what RJ's
midnight,
saying.
and then they
That's
had
not what
it.
RJ's
So
saying,
It was
though,
it
man.
was completely different.
Well,
Bro, that's not what RJ's saying.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
talking about. I'm not
Yeah, but
arguing
I'm trying to
RJ.
figure
I'm not
out who
arguing RJ. I'm
RJ's
just
talking
saying.
about. RJ, who are you mad at?
No, I'm not mad at anybody. What I'm saying is that when you have people cite as a source saying, well, the movie's not going to open above 80 to 90 million for
Who
the
cares
weekend.
about sources? They can say whatever they want. Who cares about sources? I'm just talking about reality.
Well, I'm talking about reality too. That's
I was just actually trying to figure out.
That's
who
what I'm
RJ
trying
is.
to
the
say.
day,
The reality of
we
the
didn't have,
situation is that these people were wrong, and I'm just curious to see what their response is going to be
We just
because
said
they're
back in the
pushing a
day,
certain thing for the
the
last.
movies weren't on Thursday. They were literally Batman Begins and Batman The Dark Knight. The movies were they considered Thursday as midnight. They had to come out literally at 12:05.
Well, I want to interject here.
You know?
I think both sides have interesting points, but I do want to calm it down a little bit. But yes, I think if you are covering movie talk now, you should know that most studios are doing this Thursday game, Tuesday screeners.
But that's not the same as saying Warner Brothers. That's not the same as Warner Brothers propping up its numbers because all the studios are doing that, and it's all on the record book on the up and up. It's not.
Yes, it's every.
But that's not what RJ's saying. RJ's talking about the people like the people who've been saying this.
Well, yeah,
that the numbers are getting skewed because they're trying to prop up the numbers, and that's not what they're trying to do. It's this. They're playing by the same rules that everybody else is playing by. They just don't like the fact that it actually made that much money.
It's the same standard that, like, listen, if the Avengers had like a fan
Yeah.
screening event, they would
Yes,
roll the
so-
numbers.
so
and notice that too for Thursday.
it's basically what I'm saying. It's industry standard. It should
Yes,
be
it
factored in
changed.
with-
It changed.
It should be
Okay, but I was
factored in.
lost
It
until I
should-
just
Krypton,
saw
you
what
Krypton, you
Enoch
came in
said
saying
again.
Krypton, you came in saying that what RJ just
should
said was
be
not
fact-
true.
No, I didn't
What
say
RJ
that. I say no. I saw No Way Home on Thursday at 3:15.
He's just saying there was less time back in the day.
Yeah,
for
back in the
movie
day
premieres.
when
That's
you
fine.
can't compare.
But-
What I'm trying to say, you can't compare.
When a movie
Batman
opens on
Begins and
Wednesday,
Batman
when a
Return and
movie
Batman
opens on
Dark
Friday
Knight
at midnight.
to what's happening now because it was like it was literally it was Friday night.
Well,
but
to your
Thursday
case though,
because it was at midnight.
then you shouldn't compare it either way because of inflation. Like 2005 and 2008 money isn't the same as 2022.
Believe me,
money.
$15 in 2015 and $15 now is the same shit.
Well, that's what I'm.
'Cause
Well, that's what
it's
I'm
the
saying
same
though.
shit. I don't
Like,
care.
if-
I don't
if
care
you
if
bring-
anybody
well, I'm
says
saying if you bring in
inflation.
inflation, then no
It's
movie ever breaks
$15.
any box office records. I mean, again,
It's not,
if-
dude.
It's $15.
It's
And
not.
I spent that money.
No, but
It's not,
but
man.
see,
Because
it's a moot
Krypton.
point.
No, I had this talk with Krypton the other night about movie prices different places. Krypton, you're in New York.
Yeah,
New York
I'm
is
a
an
New Yorker.
anomaly.
Yeah, so it's
That's what I'm saying.
different,
I understand your perspective because, or I hear your perspective, I should say, because you're in New York. You are in a major market, right? So your prices are absolutely different and skewed than everywhere else.
Yes.
If you're in New York, LA, whatever, around the world or around the country,
Yes,
it's absolutely different because for inflation, the reality is that $10 today is not what $10 was 15, 20 years ago. You cannot buy as much with it.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't buy as much.
I agree with you when you said that.
Yeah, you can't buy as much with it. It doesn't get you as far. So the reality is that
see you, Brian.
Is that
see you, Brian.
Oh,
I gotta get to bed, y'all.
Brian, I gotta watch that. I'm gonna watch it tonight, Brian.
Watch it. Your mind will be.
We gotta watch it on. We gotta talk about it on Monday.
Brian, he's talking about this right now, man. And I gotta get with you, Brian. I gotta get with you, Brian.
DL, you're leaving.
Because Brian
leaving.
This is for Brian.
I was gonna say, hold off before you send that to me because I'm moving.
I know.
So
I know. I gotta get this is for Brian right here.
Oh my god!
Awesome.
Did you hear that? Oh, did you hear the who's playing the next Sam?
That'd be the next topic.
Well, he's still Sam. He's
still Sam. Yeah.
I'm
still
the next character.
Where's Eddie?
I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
All right, see you, man.
See you, Brian. See you Monday, man.
See you, DL.
Eddie is.
DL.
Oh God, everyone's leaving.
Okay,
Eddie is staying on the stream, not saying anything.
He's probably take a bathroom break. No, like I said, the only thing I was saying about the Batman box office is just this: when you have certain people saying repeatedly over and over and over and over again, it's not going to make more than 80 to 90 to even barely 100 million, and they're proven to be wrong, right? And you choose to die on that hill. You chose to die on that hill, and people are going to bring it up. So it is what it is in that regard. And especially when you got pushback for it from other people saying that you're wrong for assuming it's going to open higher than that. I just think it's funny. That's just my perspective. I just think it's
fair. But why? I just don't understand it. RJ, I just don't understand why you have to like one up people.
I'm not trying to one up anybody.
I don't understand that concept of one upping people. Okay, they might be wrong. It might not be 80. It might be 110. Why?
Well, because they've been
why can't we all get along and be fine?
Well, certain people are talking about a film failing.
Right? Certain people, those other guys, man, grab your balls and say their name.
Well, I'm trying to respect.
What are we talking about?
No, Chris.
So we can masquerade and take shots at other groups.
Oh, Chris, calm down. RJ's trying to respect me because he knows I'm friends with everyone. That's what he's
earlier when Enoch was trying to talk at all, you kept cutting him off and going, no, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Like, RJ has free reign to talk shit. Why is that?
That's true.
Chris
Pointer.
Chris. I want to talk about movie topics, and then Enoch was having fun, which is fine. And I wanted to talk about movie topics.
Well, no, I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it.
That's why
it wasn't just them specifically. There's been other people say the movie wasn't going to do well either, including Forbes.
Because I'm legit confused of who we're talking about.
Yes,
don't worry about it, Chris. Don't worry about it,
but we're trying. Listen,
don't worry about it.
I have friends all over the place right now, and everyone's seated right now, and I'm just trying to keep everyone calm. So
Chris, don't worry about it.
RJ is actually being respectful to me.
So this is an actual another group of people then.
Yeah.
Chris, don't worry about it.
Never mind.
You're
I think
good,
I just
don't
figured
worry
it
about
out.
it.
I think
you're fine, Chris. No, it's fine.
Don't get into the bullshit of other
I understand it can be
bullshit.
frustrating when because people think I know like every little time somebody mentions me on a stream and like they all think I'm mad at everybody or whatever. Like I'll be honest with you, yeah, I get it, Chris. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you don't know what's going on and like people are talking like you do. So I get it.
Don't worry about it, Chris.
I don't want to frustrate. I don't want to.
It's none of my business. Just don't don't worry about it.
Like I said, I was trying to speak broad, but again,
but to be real though, it is fair game to call people out on their shit when someone makes it.
But Max, it's not. Why are we calling people out? We all
no. Listen. On box office numbers, when people are extremely confident that this is going to go this way or this way,
but it's box office numbers. We don't know what's going to happen. People have opinions. It's
not an opinion though. They state it like as if this is the facts of the information they have.
We have some info from the opening day. But to be honest with you, I don't know if they're counting Thursday in the opening day 59 million. I think they are. But yes, we'll have to.
I'll just say it like this. I'll just say it like this. Everybody needs to stop acting.
Yeah, they gotta chill.
Like they're the smartest people around. Everybody needs to stop acting and trying to tell people and convince people that they're the only ones who know what's going on. And if they did that, then nobody gets clapped back on. Just give your opinion, and you know what? Have a discussion about it or whatever. The problem is this all begets something where this person
lately, though.
This person says something.
There's
that
a lot
person,
of people trying to police other people's channels.
Let's move on to a different topic.
So the Quantum Leap reboot.
I brought
it's
up
like a gotcha.
I brought up box office, and that was.
By the way, Max,
Max,
something completely unconventional and uncontroversial.
What?
Saw your show last night. Oh, that's right, you weren't on it.
Heir to the Empire. On it later. He was on it later.
Heir to the Empire. Heir to the Empire. That
again?
whole story is going to be told out over the course of all those TV shows. It ain't going to be.
No, I know. I said I did. I said I wasn't sure about that one because why would they introduce Thrawn? And then yes, I agree. I didn't really get to talk about that one because I was not on it for some. Yes.
Look out, by the way, Batman's
no.
next
I want to apologize to RJ because he was not going to comment on this stuff.
No,
I brought up the box office and it became a headache. So let's move on to another topic.
No, it's fine. Like I said,
I'm unsure about this Quantum Leap. You know, why is it not? What's the guy's name from Quantum Leap?
Because he's like 80.
Bakula's like 190 years old.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all. Because Sam is lost in time.
Yes.
This guy is not Sam.
Yeah.
This guy is not Sam. This guy is not.
I don't remember what happened.
Oh yeah. He never made it home.
Yeah. Sam never made it home.
He never made it
home. So they're literally the article literally talks about the fact that what they're doing. This guy is a renowned guy who comes in and he's trying to figure out what happened 30 years ago at Project Quantum Leap. And so they're trying to figure it out because they never figured it out. And there's also rumor that Sam's daughter, who's also named Sam, which would be a callback to, because they said that she worked at Project Quantum Leap and was his daughter from one of his leaps, probably play a role in this too. So
I need the show tomorrow.
No, this is great then. That
it's amazing.
If it's successful, I could see Bakula having a couple cameos though, or at least one.
Bakula will definitely be in this. Bakula's been trying to get this. Yeah. There's no way Bakula stays away from this unless this was a complete reboot.
Yeah,
I expect to see Bakula more than you think. Because,
we loved this when I was
listen, Bakula may be older,
when I was a kid.
But look, Scott Bakula may be older, but Scott Bakula does not look old. He is not.
He's not. Rip the
guy just did SIS in New Orleans. He could do it.
See, H. Barts, this is the kind of talk right there. Exactly. Why you're not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Isn't it Saturday?
I saw Satan took it over again.
Well, see, that's the thing. It was supposed to be tonight. It was supposed to be tonight.
Snyderverse. Thank you for making me say that. I don't like saying that.
What are you talking about?
Well, he's still upset because Max Furiosa died in that bar.
But whoever it is who's been, if you guys have been watching my channel, somebody's been like cutting in and trying to take over my streams and stuff like that. And they've been threatening stuff that they were going to like mess up stuff. And they said today that they got a hold of H. Barts and they kept the Hall of Fame thing from going through tonight. So they said next Saturday though.
What?
Somebody's taking over your community section. Like they posted an announcement.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed the whole thing with Let me point this out, right?
No, he's in the Flash. H. Barts, I have news for you. Breaking news: Ben Affleck is in the Flash.
He's done after the
He's
Flash.
not gone. He's not gone.
I know what you're saying.
He's in the Flash.
Max Rebo's gone. He blew up.
No, Max Rebo. Max Rebo called in sick. He wasn't there that day.
No, Max, he blew up. I mean, they even played that Sarah McLachlan in the Arms of the Angels song afterwards. He's dead.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah.
Hi.
Max Rebo's dead, and the guy from Iron Legend, whatever his name is, Dr. Whatever, he dead too.
Hi, I'm Boba Fett. These Max Rebo people and the band, you can help out for as little as 50 cents a day or the cost of a cup of coffee.
He says he thinks he made it home on the last episode of Quantum. I don't remember.
No, he did not. Listen,
dude,
that's one of my favorite shows. Dude, I'm literally sitting here with the entire box set of the complete series of Quantum Leap because I love this show more than life itself sometimes. Yes. And I got this for Brian. The last scene is the most controversial thing in TV history because it literally says Dr. Sam Beckett
Never made it home.
Went home.
And the girls doing the voiceover, right? The girls doing the voiceover at the end, talking
no,
about
there's no voiceover.
Or is it just
It's
context written on the screen?
It's just text. It explains.
Yeah.
They explained in the final episode that he now had control over his own leaps. That he had.
The leader of Scooby Gang is here. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Scooby-Doo.
Did you hear about my Scooby snacks?
Scooby-Doo.
I'm
hold on. Wait. Hayden, are you the Scooby band or the Scooby Gang or the Scoopy Gang?
I'm Scooby. Like
Yeah,
I'm actually
because the
Scooby
Scooby-Doo gang
Scooby.
or the silly
I'm
what?
gonna get canceled for this. Having this.
No,
The silly
because
crew?
Enosh, we're just going with what they're calling us.
It doesn't matter,
Max.
Max. Come on.
Oh, I know, but I I'm not. I don't even have a dog in that fight because I'm
I
not
know.
part of the Scooby gang. And what I was telling RJ is, like, I gave RJ the idea that you guys could call them the Scoopy gang. It's the Scooby-Doo gang.
Scooby gang is pretty.
Can I say
Scoopy,
something
like with a P?
The Scooby-Doo gang.
Oh, now it's a party. Matt Jarvis here. Oh, god damn it.
It's the Scooby-Doo gang, or you could call it the Silly Crew gang. Silly
Maybe.
Crew, where are you? So
well, we all know that the Scooby-Doo gang, Scooby, like with the B, always wins at the end. So them calling us the Scooby gang is like.
Well, yeah, I mean the Scooby gang always solves the mystery.
So who is it under the mask? But we're the one with the mask, dude.
Oh,
Can I say something though?
Yeah, I forget we're the ones under the mask and the one with, and we're also the Scooby gang. So it's very complicated.
Where did Max go?
Oh, Max is yeah.
I think he accidentally yeeted himself from his own stream.
He's like,
Can I say something though?
Yeah, go
No,
ahead.
you can't. No.
I'm gonna say something though. Okay. So did you guys see the biggest streams?
The what?
What?
Did you see the streams?
Green
right?
beans.
Number one was what was number one in the streams of all time for 2001?
I saw. Okay, so I know what you're saying. I actually saved that picture to my phone.
Yeah,
because,
it was.
Because I wanted to.
Either Wonder Vision or the other one, right?
Hold on. No, wait. I want to ask a question though, and I'm being serious.
Streaming TV shows. Okay, I get it.
You mean on HBO Max?
Yeah, no, HBO Max and everything else, because they did the top four.
I saw the top 5 for HBO Max, and they put Zack Snyder's Justice League at number 1. But
at number one, but there was another one that had.
Where is that from?
Oh, it was Squid Game number 1.
No. Who put that out?
No.
Because
because
I'm looking. I got it right here on my phone, bro. I got it right here on my phone.
Yeah,
right.
It was
But
Squid Game.
say-
of all the streaming devices, right? Of those streaming things, Squid Game was number 1 in 2021. Then I think it was WandaVision number 2, Loki number 3, and then Zack Snyder Justice League number 4. Right. So the 3 on top of it were all series. But number 4 was a movie, which was Zack Snyder Justice League. So that means that Zack Snyder Justice League was the number 1 movie of 2021.
But who put out that?
Yeah, who put that?
Who put that out? Look, I would love nothing more for that to be true, but nothing is said that at this point.
Yeah,
so my question is, who put that out? Because I saw something else that said that was a false report.
It was not a false report. Why would it be a false report? You know it.
Well, you have to look and see where the information is coming from.
Who put it? Because just like earlier,
Squid Game was the number 1.
Just like earlier, we were reading something off a giant robot, and I don't believe giant robot either.
Giant freaking.
Okay, giant.
I know where you got it, Matt Jar, but they got it from Data Racer. They got that shit from Data Racer.
Listen, I want the Snyderverse as much as anyone else, and I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I wish that it was at the top. But where did that report come from?
That's what's so great about it. You know, it was in number 1. It was number 4.
But hold on. But where's the information coming from?
Where's the information coming from?
You guys got to stop hating. You know that was the number 1 movie in the entire
no one's hating.
Planet.
That's the only thing. I fucking love that movie, man. I'm just wondering where
no one's hating.
Where's the source? Where's that data?
Wait, hold on.
You know that was the
I'm
best
not
movie in 2021. You know it was the best movie.
All right.
I'm not hating on the fact that I watched I watched Squid
Krypton.
Game like 5
Krypton.
times because I
Krypton.
fucking love them.
Krypton.
What the hell is
Krypton.
the source? Where's the
Krypton.
stats coming
Hold
from?
on.
Sources. Fuck sources. What did you
You
watch?
need sources to determine if it's
Hey,
true.
everybody.
What do you guys like watching?
Everybody, hold on. Shh, hold on just a second. Krypton.
Go ahead.
Listen, you know that I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, right?
I know you do.
Okay. You know that if anybody would want, and I'm going to bring this up, Max, so please, if you could, bring up the picture that I'm about to put up because it's the picture that he's referring to here, okay? You know, well, one of the pictures. You know that if anybody, there it is. I just shared it. So if you could put it up, Max, I'd appreciate it.
Aaron,
I just shared it. Krypton,
Aaron,
you know that if I saw something that said this, right? That said that Zack Snyder's
his engagement.
Hold on, wait.
I'm not even talking about that one.
Aaron, hold on. This is the same people that put it out. It's just this is the HBO Max numbers. So my question for you is this, and this is what we're all trying to ask you. Nobody's talking about whether or not we like the movie, whether or not I watched it 17 times last year. Okay. Nobody's asking that. Here's what I'm asking you, Krypton, and I would like you to supply, because if you don't know who it's coming from, who these numbers are coming from, literally anybody can type this up and make this go and say, hey, it's the #1 movie. Otherwise, it's all subjective because there's nobody reporting this right now. Nobody else has been reporting this. None of the other numbers back that up. So my question to you is, I know who's promoting this right now, but where did this thing come from?
I'm not even talking about that one.
Something called, I guess this one's
Diesel
from
Labs.
Diesel Labs. Okay.
Engagement. It means nothing. This is just engagement. Like, it's most talked about.
Okay, Aaron, what does engagement means? That
it means hashtag. It's hashtag. Like that.
Engagement. One at a time.
They saw the shit.
Guys,
Aaron, they saw it.
Guys,
engagement means they actually hit the button and they saw the fucking show.
But if you keep telling me Star Snyderverse, it's gonna be engagement.
Hold on.
Well, this one says.
What is it? Okay. Do you know what engagement? That word engagement means?
Well, engagement can mean more than just viewership, though. It's about social media and other stuff.
Yeah, just stop.
It's true.
And that's what the word
means.
It's true.
Engagement means that they hit the button and they watch the show.
Hey, Krypton.
Yes,
Krypton, can I say something?
I'm only listening to you, Enosh. Go ahead.
Okay. As somebody who, like, engagement does not mean that they watched it. I have many people who engage with when we get
good though.
It looks great when we get analytics though on our YouTube channel.
That shit could be
right?
fake.
Hold on. When we get analytics on our YouTube channel or like a Facebook page, Facebook gives out analytics as well, right? So I have several Facebook pages. I have a Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, the Poindexter Lounge Facebook page. I have also, a church page. I got all these different pages, right? It tells me how many times it popped up. That's engagement. How many people engage with it. It doesn't mean that they clicked it. It doesn't mean that they watched it. It just basically means that they saw it. They engaged with it at some point because they saw it pass by. They might have scrolled past it. It doesn't necessarily, it means that it was in front of people. Yes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they all watched it.
Okay, Enosh, let me put it this way. Let me put it this way, Enosh. I like Dune better. I've been dealing with Dune for 35 fucking years. 35 years I've been dealing with Dune, and it was #2. So I've been dealing with Dune for 35 years. I've loved Dune for 35 years. So I watched Dune in my house like literally 10 times because I love Dune. So
Can I just jump in and say something real quick, please?
After me. This also doesn't mean that it didn't get good numbers either. This is still a very positive, and usually,
it looks great.
Usually, engagement leads to actual watch time too. Usually,
it looks positive.
When you have that level of trying to use this as a someone for your narrative too against the
I don't
numbers.
have a narrative. I just want to
No, I'm not Krypton. I'm not saying you. I'm saying so. Just dismissing this is also a bad thing to do as well. Because this level of engagement is extremely positive. No, you can't do a correlation that this means actual view, but in the majority of engagement leads to popularity and views. You have to understand that, and you can't just dismiss this either. But yes, I would also Kryptons. I would love to know the source of numbers too.
If you go, okay, you're looking at this article. Go to the Variety article. It said in 2001, it was the 4th highest streaming
Variety
service ever done. The 4th highest in 2001.
Variety
so this is number 1, but it's talking about the 4th highest. The first 3 that we're talking about was Squid Game, WandaVision, Loki, and then them, and then Snyder Justice League, which were the 4th. That was the first. That was the first movie, because the other ones were series. So if you go into that article, Variety, they showed another picture. That was the highest movie of all the movies that ever made was 2001 was Zack Snyder's Justice League, because the other ones were series.
Okay, can I jump in real quick and say this? This looks great, and obviously engagement is important. Engagement, as some people in the chat were suggesting, is why on paper the Suicide Squad wasn't a complete failure, because it had decent engagement on HBO Max as a platform, right? Engagement is important. The thing is, it's just when it comes to information like this, even though it's positive, and obviously I would love for this to be true, I would just like to say it's important to ask questions about where this information is coming from, because I never heard of Diesel Labs. Similar to when people questioned Samba TV in regards to Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad. People didn't trust Samba TV, and they asked questions about where that information was coming from. Logically, people are going to ask questions about where this is coming from. I think it's okay to ask questions.
But this is the issue. Ask Enosh. I fucking loved Peacemaker. I loved it.
No, and that's fine. You can love it. One
of my favorite shows. It's like, this is, we have to stop being negative about everything. We can be positive about everything. It's like, I fucking love everything.
Krypton. No one's trying to be negative about anything. We're just asking questions.
No, if we're gonna run with numbers, we just got to know that those numbers are right.
I need to know which Variety article, because I'm researching now.
I can't find it either.
And this
is the one. There's a Variety article there. Is the one talking shit about I'll Google it for you. I sent it to Enosh. Enosh has it.
No, and I just want to make sure we're clear. No one's trying to crap on engagement. We're just asking questions about where it's coming from. Right.
Because I looked up this one, and I would love it to be on here, but it's not. This is streaming movies. It's not on there, and it's not on programs. It's all Netflix, So it's not on, and this is Variety.
It's a Variety article.
It's probably a different one, but I Googled best TV shows. I don't know which one it was.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like, I just want everything. See, I'm that optimistic person.
Okay,
I'm not a pessimistic. I want everything to start. I want everything to work.
Yeah,
I want
everything.
I want Gunverse. I want whatever the hell is the what's that called?
We deserve it all.
I want it all. What the fuck? Yeah. It's like, I want it all, dude. We're not stupid. We're not MCU people that just need one verse. We're DCU people. We need
well, again, I wouldn't stoop to calling MCU fans stupid, though. I mean,
here we go.
Well, I'm just being fair.
That's just me.
I'm just saying
my opinion. It's my opinion.
I mean, it's fine to have that opinion. I'm just saying we shouldn't resort to calling other fans dumb.
No, I agree.
I love MCU. It's just my opinion.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
we know Krypton's partying tonight, so give Krypton a little bit of leeway tonight.
He parties every night, though.
I party every night.
That's true.
Fuck. Why not?
I know you do, Krypton. I think I'm gonna, bartender Max is cutting you off for the night, though, based on what I've heard.
What? I didn't say anything rude.
No.
You are very drunk.
I'm not drunk at all. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I just want to know. Listen. I just want to know what the hell is going on in Krypton's house. That's all I want to know, because like every time Krypton's on his stream, there's like stuff clanging all in the background and moving around, and he can't hear it because he's got his own mic on, and I get it because on StreamYard you can't hear.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I have my phone. I'm on my phone, so it's a little bit different. I apologize.
What's this, Caden?
I can mute myself.
No, I just sometimes want to know what the hell's going on at your house, man.
No, I'm by myself in my own room.
I know, but it's always clanging.
So
I can't really read it.
So this is a tweet that just came out from this is from the co-founder of the Direct, who found the information because he's trying to correct some misinformation from Geralt of Snyderverse, and I believe, is that what this is, Caden? They're kind of like posting the graph of information.
Yeah, so basically Gerald tweeted out this, which is whatever. And then Jack, he was like, that line for Variety. And I read the article, and he's right. The article is basically saying that Zack Snyder's Justice League is the 4th most streamed movie on HBO Max. It's not the 4th most streamed film of all of 2021. It's the most
on HBO Max. That's still quite an accomplishment.
That's still
of course. No
especially for a director's cut of a movie. That's
but I think what Caden's trying to get at is that it's important to distinguish what the actual numbers are.
Right.
Yes.
And
because this is the information from that article.
That does go ahead of the Suicide Squad, right?
That article is so fake.
And
there was another article
debunking here.
But
because
wait, hold on. Wait, pause for a second. Pause. Krypton, you said the article is fake, but you're talking about the same Variety article you were just talking about.
The Variety article said it was the most streamed of all the platforms.
But that is
showing HBO Max, and it was showing.
But this is the article you're talking about, though. It's where the information is coming from.
I'm not talking about the article. Go into the Variety article, and it says the most streamed. The most. It was the 4th stream movie or show of 2021 of all the streaming platforms. And this one only showed, if it's talking about movies, why is it talking about the French reunion?
Because that's also a movie and special. That's technically considered a movie.
That was not a movie. So what are they talking about? That's why I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense.
But this is the same website. This comes from Variety.
No, but there's another Variety article. You guys, a lot of people want to see what they want to see, and they want to show.
I'm not trying to see what I want to see.
I know, RJ. I know, RJ. It's not you. But if you go, I'm not saying it's you, RJ. What I'm saying is, like, if you go into it and go into the analytics, and you'll see it, that the first show was Squid Games. That was the highest thing that they ever saw.
When did this article come out?
Then it was WandaVision the second, Loki the second, Loki the third.
Okay, when did this article come out? When did this article come out?
You know what? I will show it to you. I will send it to you guys tomorrow. This came out today or yesterday.
Because this also came out yesterday or the other day. This came out 2 days ago.
Yeah, I think it came out yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find the title of the article.
Yeah, it's like
Krypton, did you send that to me via Twitter?
I will send it to you via Twitter tomorrow. I will. I promise.
Didn't you send this to me though already?
No, it wasn't me. It was I think it was TJ that sent it to you.
It's Variety. That's I want to research it. I
thought you sent.
It was. I didn't send it to you. It was somebody else that sent it to you. I think it was TJ or somebody else that sent it to you. Well, but it showed Zack Snyder's Justice League as the 4th highest of all the streaming services, the 4th highest. Because we know it was not going to be HBO Max.
I found
it was going to be Netflix and HBO.
All right, let's get context. That's fair.
Yeah.
This is the chart that Krypton's talking about.
Okay.
Right. Top streaming original releases, audience engagement. Okay.
Original releases. Okay.
Everyone show me this chart is right. Variety did not misinterpret the data. They misinterpreted this chart. This chart measured audience engagement, not viewer numbers. So everyone's saying Zack Snyder's Justice League was the 4th most streamed thing in 2021 is still wrong.
Most engagement. Okay.
They're talking about engagement, not viewership.
Maybe they
of course
see it was there, or
Well, this is where the misconceptions come from. It was the 4th most audience engagement title of the year,
but they don't have
equate to actual viewership numbers.
You know what would be great? What would be great is if they had a separate chart that said the top viewed, but I don't know if they have that.
No, because all they can measure is audience engagement because they don't share.
That's still significant. That's very significant.
No, of course it's significant, but it's not the 4th most streamed thing of the year.
Yeah. Well, we don't. I mean, I would like.
Well, according to this data, that's not what the data is saying.
Because engagement, I think if you're gonna engage in something, you're gonna watch it. I don't think you're like, I'm gonna watch it for 5 seconds and I'm gonna.
Well, how they measuring engagement and viewership are two very different things. You can be engaged with something but not actually watch it.
Again, you don't have to click on it for it to be engagement. It means you saw that it was there. That's what it's literally. It's literally you were scrolling down and you saw Zack Snyder's Justice League sitting there, but you don't have to click on it for it to be engagement, man. It's just like you scrolling through YouTube. If you see,
but look at the list though. Look at the list.
I understand the list, man. But listen, if you're scrolling through YouTube and you see a bunch of videos and you see one of my videos, right? That's why YouTube will sometimes give you a questionnaire and say, "Hey, did you see this ad in the last couple of days?" Have you ever had that? Where YouTube asks you, "Hey, did you see this ad?" Or did you? Because they are testing your engagement to see if you saw the thing that they were trying to show you.
And again, engagement's not a bad thing. Like engagement is a positive.
But what I'm trying to say is like, everyone's
the idea of what you think. You just clicked on it for 5 seconds. They didn't click on it for 5 seconds. They didn't even have to click it. It's engagement if you saw it, the thing, without clicking it, nothing. If you saw the thing, that's engagement because you're engaging. You're looking at it because they're showing it to you as it goes by. That engagement. That engagement is not used of any kind.
Well, that's the thing. We still don't actually have. Yeah,
it can include, but it doesn't necessarily.
The big distinction is that we do not have actual viewership numbers. That's the big thing we don't actually have.
Of course, we don't have. Yeah, of course, I understand that, but if you look at that list, that makes
that still
perfect
can't
sense.
be dismissed, though. That is a
no. I'm not trying to dismiss
because you know
anything.
that Squid Game was the best series in 2021 that anybody ever saw. So that's number one. And of course, we're gonna watch WandaVision because that was right after the show, and then Loki after the show. And I guarantee you that number 4 had to be Sex Night of Justice League.
Steve,
so why are we
dismissing?
Even though we saw the those three that were high up there, why are we dismissing Sex Night of Justice League? Oh, but that didn't happen.
No, I don't think anyone's trying to dismiss it.
I just don't get you guys. I just don't get that shit. I don't get it.
Well, again, no one's trying to dismiss anything. We're just asking questions because, again, we're looking at the actual information and data as it's presented.
Breaking news. Are you ready?
What?
Oh, God.
Batgirl herself, Alicia Silverstone, is coming to my Comic-Con this year.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Brian, get a signature.
Yeah, Brian.
Alicia,
Brian.
not Alicia. Alicia.
Ooh.
You know what? Then all y'all do is correct each other.
You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
That's what we do, Chris.
Enosh, I'll pitch in for get a signed signature for Brian. He loves Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Because when we were talking about Batgirl, he's like, "This is my Batgirl."
Yeah.
Do you know what I would do if I met her at a Comic-Con though? Everyone's bombarding her about Batman.
Go to jail.
So what was it like to play a crazy psychopathic bitch in The Crush?
Ooh, Alan Richardson. Well, it's
Richardson.
It's just Richardson.
Oh.
Because it's Ritchson. Alan Richson's going to be there. Brenton Thwaites is going to be there. Heck yeah.
So tight.
Yes.
Christopher Eccleston is going to be there.
Oh,
Karen Walters is going to be there, who plays Jason Todd. So dude. Mark McClure is going to be there. Mark McClure, who was in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but he was also Jimmy Olsen in the original Superman movies. Mariel Hemingway from Superman 4 is going to freaking be at my Mark Pillow, Nuclear Man himself from Superman 4 is going to be at my Comic-Con this year.
Holy shit.
Frick yeah. William Shatner is going to be there.
Without a doubt,
I need to raise money now to send Enosh to Comic-Con. So I can meet them all. It's a Superman DC rich Comic-Con. You're going to tell me Robin and Nightwing and Hawk and Nuclear Man, freaking Nuclear Man, and Mark McClure, man. Oh my god!
Wait, hold on, I'm confused.
Well, Matt, you can't dismiss either. We just don't know. We don't know. A lot of it. For example, I would.
And Matt's always the person saying there's not an exact science on these views, but now all of a sudden Max knows how many views the army of whatever the dead got.
Look, no, that's not what he's saying. Listen, we all know.
How do you know how many views the army of the dead got? How do you know?
Hold on.
You guys got to calm down.
Yeah, calm down. I understand what Matt is saying.
You started this shit. Tell me to calm down.
Right?
Calm down, everybody.
Yeah, come on, Krypton. Shut up. No, I understand what Matt is saying. It is true.
They did put out those numbers.
Yeah, listen, we look. I love Zack Snyder's Justice League, but listen, I want Zack Snyder's Justice League to win based on what it did. I don't want to add to it. That's why I have a problem with all these guys now all of a sudden putting out all these, trying to do all these GoFundMe's and stuff like that, or or whatever, Kickstarters to try to like pay people to say, watch Zack Snyder's Justice League or release the Snyderverse, whatever. That's a bunch of BS. It's absolute BS. Event. I want it to do well on its own, or because it does whatever it does. That's what I want to do. I'm sick of people trying to make stuff up or do things where it, like try to get internet celebrities or whoever, I don't know who, to just say it to, like, when it's fake. That's like if Max wants to say, if Max is the leader of this channel wants to say, I support the Snyderverse, right? Great for him if it means something. But if somebody just handed Max $500 and he says support the Snyderverse, screw that. What do I care? He got paid to do it. Yeah, give me $500, and you know what? And I'll say I don't know. I'll say
I don't want.
I'll say Duracell batteries are the best, right? Duracell batteries are the best. I don't want that. It's a bunch of malarkey, is what it is. So and we already know that it did not do what we all wanted it to do.
Thank God.
It did. That doesn't mean that it did poorly. It just means that these expectations that people are acting like people take one thing out of context and then they say, well, it's a worldwide phenomenon. Well, it is based on the idea that people all over the world.
And big distinction, real quick. That does not mean it's a failure. It still did great. We're just talking about, did it do as big and as mighty of numbers as people try to make it out to be? That's all.
Yeah. So
and there's no proof one way or the other. There's still
also to add to the thing is so we have Army of the Dead, who made 72, 78 million.
But it's different when it comes to Netflix. When it comes to streaming, it's completely different than box office.
Let's hear from Jimbo. Jimbo came in.
Degrassi, I didn't say anything for over 5 minutes, Degrassi. I had something to say because I was answering the fact. I'm not mad at Degrassi. I'm not mad at Degrassi, but I will say I didn't say anything for 5 minutes. There was something said, and I just corrected it. Max wasn't even talking about that. That's why I busted. That's why I busted in, because Max was going on to something else, and there was something on the floor.
I wanted to get for that reason.
People do watch my stream. People do it to me all the time.
We're at the 2 hour mark. You know how Max rolls. Old man Max, middle age madness. Eddie, what does middle age madness do at the 2 hour mark? I have to end soon.
Poindexter. I like that.
Like I said, sometimes it always comes down to talking about the same shit out of nowhere.
All right, okay, Jim. Let's
so negative.
It's true. It's true.
No, he's right. Somehow this all came back to the Snyder Cut again.
Oh God.
Like I said, you didn't think I didn't want to talk about I Am Legend 2 or some shit?
Let's talk I Am Legend 2.
I don't know what the hell I joined in here.
I want to hear what Jimbo has to say. Jimbo.
I have no clue what the hell is going on here. I joined it the craziest time.
And the Taylor-Joy is going to be Harley Quinzel in the Batman 2 and the Arkham Asylum series.
Because Batman 2 hasn't even started.
Wells been listening to me.
Hasn't even been written yet.
It hasn't even
what? No. What? I'm sorry, but where does it say this though? That this person's gonna play this certain character?
It's just a rumor. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was about to be
I'd like to see it though. I think she would be amazing.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, she looks more
Catwoman. She's gonna be Black Cat and Gwen Stacy and Harley Quinzel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think she looks more like who is that again? RJ?
I'm good.
Punchline.
She looks more like Punchline, Joker's new girlfriend. She
absolutely.
Have you ever seen Punchline? Pull up Punchline. Tell me, Max. Pull up Punchline. She looks exactly.
Is she be Magic? Is Magic coming back?
I'd love for Magic to come back. Sure.
Oh, Magic. Sorry, I pronounced her name wrong.
Magic.
Hey, Enosh.
Magic. What?
I know it's Magic.
Dafo. William
Dafo
is going to be in it. No, I'm not going to.
I heard Sydney Sweeney's audition for a Madonna biopic.
Oh, Max just discovered Punchline.
No, that's a punchline. I wanted to. Woo!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
What
old pervert. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Isn't she meant to be like an Asian woman though?
Punchline? I'm not sure.
I thought she was meant to be like an Asian woman.
Holy shit!
I think she is Asian. Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
What's her real name?
I don't even remember.
I'd like to.
Her name is
punch that
Punchline. Who gives a fuck what her name?
I don't know what that.
No, but her real name.
I need to end the stream.
Her name's Alexis K. I don't know if that's
Max is gonna get the punchline in a
That's
minute.
her actual
His
name.
wife. We're just gonna see a fist come in from the side.
He'll hit the punchline in about 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
All right. You know what? The leader of the. I'm going to end the stream. The leader.
Yeah, I know.
You
You accidentally assembled the Scooby Gang.
I'm the Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
The Scooby-Doo gang,
and I'm the Harlem Globetrotters.
And on MME does not necessarily represent the thoughts and opinions of MME.
Basically, the message at the end of the day is don't cancel Max because we were here.
They just came for the Scooby snacks. But
honestly, I'm just here to like have fun.
Yeah, Jimbo. But the leader of the Scooby gangs, Scooby.
Hey,
end the show, Scooby.
Get out of here, Scooby.
Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo!
Wait, you got Scooby?
Scooby-Doo!
The Scooby-Doo got Scoops?
Actually,
wait, hold on.
Idea.
You guys
Scooby-Doo got Scoops?
Hey, Caden, if you're Scooby-Doo, does that make them Scoopy-Dumb?
Oh, no. Enoch. No, Jimbo, you're the man of reason. You end the show for me, please.
Scooby-Dumb!
I'm not reasonable?
No, you're not, Chris.
I feel reasonable.
Well, let Jimbo has to say anything. Let him talk.
Jimbo has helped me out a lot recently.
Chris.
Jimbo, you're the man of the hour. End the show for me, please, because I got a headache.
Yeah, come on, Fred. End the show.
Well.
Fred.
I don't know what transpired over the course of the stream, but obviously there's a lot of madness. So if you definitely are just joining in, make sure to check out the replay. But yeah, you're not welcome here anymore.
What?
Yeah.
No, don't say that. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome. Bye.
What? We're